today.
I'm going to start this one up. I do need a drink.
Do you want a corn dog or a pizza beer?
Well, I had a really nice beer I was going to drink.
I want to try that. Oh, that pissed me off, too. That's my bad. I turned around and I was like, what'd you do? I wasn't paying attention to what he grabbed out of there.
Was he like, was he like, this is really good?
Let me see that tropical one.
Which one? You got a tropical beer in there? That's a pickle beer.
It is.
It's a tropical pickle.
You want one?
It's like
I
yeah.
brought two.
Yeah, I'd like to try a tropical pickle.
Yeah. Let's go camping. Yeah.
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 Let's go camping.
Let's go camping.
Camping.
It's a perfect
that's a regular
day
one, isn't it?
for making out. I thought you only brought one of these. Did you bring two?
No, I thought I did. Sorry about that.
Do you want to taste it? Do you want to grab a cup? I'll pour some in it. Matt, I'll give you half if you get a cup.
Oh, okay. That'd be really dandy of you.
This is all strange. You gonna drink that?
Good God.
That has heartburn written all over it.
How long has this been out?
Tropical punch.
It's a sour?
Pickle beer. Wait. That's a sour?
What it says.
I don't know.
You got to pour a little in a cup so you can taste it.
Well, I'm going to have some of that first. I'm not being disrespectful to this beer, but I think I'm going to have some of that first.
Get a cup.
Get a cup.
See, when I talk on these type of mics, I mouth queef.
Yeah.
Would you grab me a cup?
All right.
Right there's solos, and then those are for shots. But you want to do a shot? Is that what you're saying?
No, that's fine. I mean, I got a can. That's enough, right? I'll give you half.
Yeah, sure. That'd be great.
You can give him half of that.
I like how we're doing business here now,
Not
boys.
Not yet.
Yeah, no, that's what. Let's keep here. Put that one back in the fridge.
Everybody chair stuff. Man.
Chair stuff, you.
Look at this. It's the pickle beer, but it's pink.
Oh, let me see
What's
that.
happening?
Let me see that. Let me see the buffalo beer, real quick. I gotta send it a picture to my baby mamas.
What the fuck did you buy? Oh my god. There you go. Enjoy that.
Man, that first drink's a fucking roller coaster ride.
I don't know what just happened. It's like I poured pickle juice and then Skittles in my mouth at the same time.
Now let me see the other can.
Oh, right here. Oh my god.
Gotta makes you convulse when you try it.
Everything you've brought over makes you convulse. I tasted that pizza beer for like 3 days.
And that doesn't go away.
No. And then Dave had it and loved it. Wait. Come back.
Oh, that's.
Yeah, here's it right there. I don't want any buffalo wings just yet.
I'm gonna finish my PBR. It's funny when your PBR starts tasting really good because of the quality of beers that you have.
Don't sip this. Gulp it. Take a big gulp.
Just
put
get
it in your
fucked
mouth.
up.
Get it in there.
Get it in there.
Just shove it right up in there. Cram it in there.
So, did you ask Fritz and Johnson when they were going to come on the show?
No. I did say we're still doing the show, and if y'all want to come over,
I'm going to
day
snore during this.
I didn't say when. You got work to do when this is over.
I got to go home and do work.
It'll take 10 minutes.
We said that about the reading. We were here 7 hours.
That was just a reading. This is 2 sentences.
I smell so many flavors in the air right now. What is that one?
Corn dog.
I smell so many things right now.
It smells like a locker room.
When I drank this,
It doesn't. It's not good. It's not a good smell.
When I drank this at home, I took a mustard and rimmed
like
the
they did
glass with
on
mustard.
yeah.
And on this one, I rimmed the glass
with blue cheese.
Yeah, well, I had ranch.
You need to watch what you're rimming, sir. A lot of rimming going on. All right, let's do this. You ready? Let's go.
I got hairy legs.
I will eat your ass.
Come on, man.
There's some serious business right here.
This episode of the
Trey Jones Last Kicker
is brought to you by
Geist Note
and
Victor Wrench
and Plastic Object.
This program contains graphic material, including offensive language. Viewer discretion is advised.
Fuckers hate us
because they ain't us.
They hate us because we
We have
ain't
no
us?
song.
The fuck does an anus have to do with
They
this?
hate us because they ain't
put something in
us.
now.
That's not what it is.
I'll put it
Yes,
in.
it is.
No,
post.
it's not. They
You're just
hate
gonna
us
go
because
live?
we is us, and what we is doing is fucking terrible.
They fucking hate us because they ain't
Stop
us.
saying that.
Going in
Hate us
dry.
because they ain't us.
I got people watching
Haters gonna hate.
Move stuff off my hard
today.
drive.
Haters gonna
Yeah,
hate.
do it.
That is not an actual thing.
We should just have
This is
them
what you
make
do
our
to
theme
haters.
song.
You just
Or use the one that we use on our
On the TV show?
Yeah, I'm not talking about
What is that?
our Netflix special.
strongest ecstasy I've ever done in my life.
Insert song here.
Well, this is awkward now.
Show 414. It is Tuesday, March 30th, 2021.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
It doesn't.
I need that
It
hype
will
music,
work.
man.
It will work.
It doesn't get the spirit in the room.
It's very anticlimactic.
Very anticlimactic. It's it's awkward.
Everything is anticlimactic
Yeah.
these days.
It's very
I've been let down a lot lately.
NPR.
Oh, this is hello.
Hello.
Welcome to JJTM. We're doing NPR radio tonight. We're gonna talk
What
to you
is
about
that sound that they have? Because it's not just the monotone
It's
narration.
is
it compressed
You're in a
weird
dead
and-
room. Like they have so much deadening in that
Yeah.
room because you can watch the videos and see it. Like that room is so dead, and then they compress the shit out of it, so that way
Everything's like this. You can hear any kind of sound.
and it's
that's in the
gated.
room.
They gate the shit out of it too, so it just
So if
sucks it
something
in.
comes in, it's coming out. It's gonna come through the speakers loud. It's like if it doesn't get
If
clipped.
someone, this is gonna be dark, so just hold on a second. If someone walked in the studio and just wanted to shoot one of them, it would be so freaking loud, like it'd be deafening. The compressor wouldn't have enough time to capture it, and then, or the gate wouldn't have enough time to shut off, turn on, and go off.
Yeah.
Just be. But it's because they sit around and they talk like this, and it's really, really loud.
I think they
Everybody
do it
talks
to
like
put you to
this.
sleep.
Maybe so.
That's
I mean,
their goal. Is
I found out
to-
this weekend that you and I put Jay Smith to sleep every week. She falls asleep while she's listening to us. And depending on who the guest is, they will startle her to awakeness. She'll like freak out when she hears their voice.
When she hears Brian,
or
Marlon,
Brian, or
Brian.
No, it's
Brian?
like a few people, yeah.
Yeah. So this is still awkward. Like I need that rock tune.
Well,
you should have just plugged in some
I can't do anything
that you're
right now.
dropping right
I'm
now.
in the middle
putting the
of
download in.
I could put one of y'all's live tracks in there
Why didn't you guys start this about 3 hours ago?
because I've been out here working on something else.
And I got here kind of late.
He got here really
Well,
late.
what are you working on?
Our movie,
Our
TV
Netflix
show,
series.
our Netflix series.
What are you working on? Oh, you had to do work. I was just sitting around in my underwear and
You should have come over here earlier,
cooking chicken nuggets. I would have come here earlier.
and we
I
could have
would've-
done the work you need to do.
The problem is I was out till like 5 in my real job, which is it time to
5?
quit?
Or 5 in the afternoon, or because I got a text message from you really late last night.
Yeah, I haven't slept, man.
Since that text message
No.
at like 4 a.m.,
I'm having very bad sleep problems.
that I was like, okay, this is Matt already saying he's
We-
not going to come to the show today because
should've.
he's too tired, or it's in a month or something.
I should have called it off with
something's going
something.
on.
Like I should have said I got the vaccine or something and I wasn't feeling it.
Yeah, there was something. I was scared, and then when I opened the text message, it was like, oh, neat. Because
Asshole, thanks for waking me up. It was late. I apologize for that.
No, it wasn't. You didn't wake me up. I didn't see it till this morning.
Oh, okay.
My phone goes on silent, unless you're calling me from a jail, or you're
I
calling
need to-
me multiple times in a row.
Yeah.
Then it will wake me up. But you sent me a message, which we're going to get into later, about you were watching, I guess, Formula One Drive to Survive,
Yes.
and you're finished.
I think I'm getting close. How many episodes are there?
Well, you watched Burning Man, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or The Man on Fire, or whatever that episode's called. That's the second to last.
It's getting a feel. I could tell it's about to wrap up.
That was the last race of the season.
Well, they had one after it.
Oh,
That's
same track.
Same track.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. They did 2 weeks in a row.
How are you doing, Marlon?
Oh, I'm very unhappy to be here. How are you?
Point that mic right at your mouth.
Are you still in the Methinks?
Yes, sir, I am.
The rock band from
Baltimore City, Texas.
Las Cruces, New Mexico.
We've got 2 shows on the books.
Oh, really? Come back. Yeah, I saw Ray about to play drums for FTW, but I had to leave. So
Because you hate FTW.
No, I could see why they think that though.
Because they're like, we're about to start, and you're like, I'm out.
I'm out.
What it
I
is
gotta go
is
get pizza.
Nick got there and Matt got intimidated and had to leave. It's like that
Yeah.
guy's got knives.
Well, I want to
I'm
talk to
scared.
him about knives, but I wasn't prepared. I was all douched out. I was bro, Matt. Just came from
Douched out. What does that mean?
like I was in workout, like my rash guards from work and doing jiu-jitsu. Like I looked really douchey. So
Can I tell
wasn't-
you? Can I tell you a funny douche story from my junior high?
does
high
it involve
school
your
days?
grandmother? Did you used to play with your grandma's douche when you took baths? Didn't you? The big red one.
That's a different story.
Is that what we're doing? Turn that mic up.
Are we gonna
Like,
tell
tilt it
stories?
up. There you
So
go.
in my
There we go.
in my junior high band, which played all metal hair metal covers.
So your
called High
junior high
Voltage.
band played metal.
Yes,
See, I was playing Christian rock.
we wore capes and we had a smoke machine.
We played
You're called the
grunge.
Methinks
Oh, y'all were called the Methinks
And,
back
and,
then?
and so
from Las Cruces, New Mexico.
so we had a Samsonite
Luggage?
suitcase
Oh,
luggage.
Yeah.
And
For
we,
your
we-
pedal
we
boards?
took foam and we lined the inside of the Samsonite with foam,
Uh-huh.
and we used that for our microphone case. After we would get through practicing, we would take all the microphones, we'd break everything down, we'd put the microphones in the case.
So professional.
We very professional. And so the microphones started turning green, like almost like a rust, but it was green.
It's getting
like
oxidized. Some humidity got in
something.
there,
There was a
something, huh?
chemical reaction that was changing
Some kind
the
of
color,
reaction.
and they smelled like vinegar. And so we
Here we
were
go.
Oh, God.
we were all
Here we go.
singing into these microphones,
Uh-oh.
and we couldn't figure it out. This went on for maybe a month. I don't know. My sense of time's bad, but the mother of the house that we would practice at, she comes out and she goes, "Andy, you know why that smells like vinegar? It's because your grandma's douche was all over that foam that was on her bed, and her douche spilled out onto the bed. So you're singing into your grandma's used douche."
Oh, my God.
Did he throw up? Or did he go, what's a douche? You had an idea?
I don't remember.
Now, how come Martin
Holy
House has
crap.
not put out Grandma Douche Beer?
Yeah.
And it
Martin
tastes like
House has
vinegar.
made so much crazy shit. Why don't we have a douche beer yet?
Good question.
Yeah. Douche beer. And it'd come in one of those those big red ones. And what is there, a blue? There's the medical looking
know
blue
why.
one, but the red.
They have the red bag on
Go
the
on.
side. And
Go on.
then,
Oh, I thought you were saying you knew why they were painted red.
Oh, no. I don't know why they're painted red. I don't know
Okay.
why they're painted blue either. I have no idea.
I don't know. You know what? I don't know a lot about douching.
Let me
Like
call
I don't.
up,
When do women start to douche? Is that a thing that they start right off the bat?
8 p.m.
PM,
8 p.m.
not AM.
Not a.m.
Can guys douche? I mean, can you?
Maybe I should send a message to Roman Mars and he can do a whole episode of 99% Invisible on
Douching.
douches and the history and design of douching.
I have a lot of questions.
I have a lot of questions too.
It's always been one of those taboo things that you accidentally saw and you're like, oh, and is that like it's like a red herring kind of like a myth? Like, is that a
Trying to get
douche?
Roman to come on our show, so
I think
Is he a
gonna
douche
ask him.
expert?
no.
is he a douche doctor?
I don't know. He's
Doctor.
from the West Coast.
So he might be.
Could be. Beautiful downtown Oakland, California.
Who's all in the chat room right now? Do we have anyone?
Yes, we do. Right now, commenting is RoboTuner
Ro-
and Lowbrow 666.
Okay, those are the two worst people I could probably ask about douche knowledge.
They probably don't know much about douches.
No, Thomas, do you know anything about douches?
Or the design, or
Lowbrow?
why they look that way.
It is a proven fact that females douche more than males.
It is? Okay.
Science.
Science.
But then yet guys are always called
Douches.
douches more than females are.
True.
So
I don't think I've ever called a female a douche.
douching, why OBGYN say women shouldn't do it at all. Would you like for me to go down
Well,
this
that's what I
path?
was going to say is it's kind of a pastime, like,
Oh.
or not pastime, but it's kind of a, you don't hear women at the bar anymore going, I got to go home because I have to, hit the douche.
Was that a common thing in your life?
I think back in the old days, that maybe that was common.
Do you think
you
maybe
would
they were just
be-
trying to get away?
Probably.
What
Well, you
is-
could be a creep back then, though. Like right now,
Oh.
if you're,
I'm getting
which,
a
by the way,
breakdown. I'm getting information.
I sent my first just random topless shirt picture today.
Who'd you send it to?
That a person.
To Instagram?
I should have. I
Oh.
should have grammed it.
There's one. So I'm looking here and it says, well, I'm getting
Oh, you're getting all kinds of information.
I'm getting
now, aren't you?
information on the one ball line here. It says douching isn't good for you.
That's we've covered that.
Hence the reason why boys are called douches,
Oh,
because they're not good
that's
for you.
so that's how it came about.
Yeah. I thought it was because they were made to safely clean your vagina and to help prevent sexually transmitted diseases and
See,
vaginal odor.
That's what I
that's
thought. It
why
was
the guys-
mainly the.
I thought it was a good thing.
the VO, not VU meter. The VO meter was high, so you had to get the red magic douche.
But why would you shove
Why would your
vinegar in there? Why does that make it smell better?
And the other question is, why did every grandma take it upon herself to just leave it hanging up on the towel rack inside the tub all the time?
I don't understand. For me to play with
Yeah,
and
I mean,
squeeze and be like, look
yeah.
at this thing.
yeah, involving your sea war that was going on with your toys.
Or I'd fill it up with water and go chase my cousins around the outside the front yard, spraying them with it like a water gun, going under my arm.
Continue this
Spraying
story.
water. Jeremy probably remembers this.
Jeremy, do you remember this?
I mean,
He's a day late on our shows, though,
Yeah.
so he'll tell us tomorrow about
text us.
11.
About
Yep,
11.
I remember that.
Yep.
So let me ask you this about while we're talking about baths.
Yeah.
So old school shampoo bottles. There was
Yeah.
like you had a little knob and a little,
Always
little
tried
thing.
to stick my penis in one when I was a kid.
Man, you are reckless tonight.
What?
Are you? Which I got to talk about something after this.
I got
So-
shot by a truth serum dart.
So yeah, there were all these different sizes. You had soaps and everything, and they had this little little lever. You'd pull it up. Did y'all used to play with those in the bath? Because you didn't have my parents couldn't afford a bunch of toys and stuff for bath toys. They thought it was stupid. Who gets their kid a bath toy? That wasn't even a thing for Gen Xers. That was more of a millennial
So,
thing.
like,
that,
when
you had to have bath toys.
No, I had a toy. I always made my toys. for
Well,
the
yeah,
bathtub.
no,
I made
that's what you
Lego
ended up-
submarines and stuff.
Yes,
and being like,
you'd end up taking one of your toys in there that you
It's
already
yours.
valued. You would value, you would take some, G.I. Joe, Star Wars or something, and then make a sea battle or something,
yeah.
right? But when I'd go to my grandparents, they didn't have any sea battle toys and stuff, so they would just have a bunch of squirt bottles that were like for shampoo and stuff, and I would just sit there and pew, pew.
Yeah, micro machines were a big player in the
pew,
bathroom.
pew. Yeah, they were. So yeah, Hot Wheels were too, because they made that weird echo on the tub. What's wrong?
RoboTuner's just spilling all sorts of knowledge in the chat room here. This is why you need to be watching on YouTube and in this chat room. My grandmother and her husband left their enema behind in our shower after they moved out.
Is that what's red? Or do we have it all mixed up then? Is one blue and one's red and the red one's the enema?
I don't know. Hold on.
Oh,
Part
there's
2
more.
of this comment. That same weekend, I found a copy of the Kama Sutra in one of my sheds.
Continue, Thomas.
Mm. Mm.
Anyway, yeah.
All
So
right.
I never had really cool bath toys, so I had to settle.
Do you want to think about your grandparents doing Kama Sutra things? Like
No.
the
No, my grandparents
flying
didn't do
spider,
com-
monkey.
Is that the one where you balance and spin your
Yes,
spill around?
on top.
Yeah,
The reverse Superman.
You ever done that one, Marlon? Where you do like the helicopter type thing? What is it called? Spider monkey.
Spider monkey. Something.
You ever done that?
Like where I got on top and just spun around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably not.
What about you, Dustin?
That's the only way I do it now. There is no other way. Once you go reverse spider monkey, you can't go any
You
other
can't
way.
go back.
No, you can't. You look at anything, just kind of like. Pff,
Yeah.
it's no reverse. Spider
What about the
monkey.
woman that goes black and spider monkey at the same time? Is that like irreversible?
No. If that happens,
She's just She walks around in the state of orgasm.
They spontaneously combust. They're gone.
It's too big of an orgasm.
Yeah. A lot of times when detectives walk into a crime scene and they see just burn marks and some charred flesh on the ground, they're like, "Oh yeah, that's a female that had reverse spider monkey with a African American gentleman." So we'll write this off.
We got this case solved.
This case is solved.
I don't like this mic because I have to talk right into it. If I get over here,
Yeah.
See that one
You
you
can't play
got? You're
around.
not even utilizing it.
You can play all over. As
You
long
can
as
tell
you're right
another
in front of
story
it.
too if you want. If you have any more douche stories.
Look at the path you put us on.
Yeah, happy Tuesday, Marlon from the Methinks out of
Happy-
Las Cruces, New
Happy
Mexico.
Tuesday, Matt. Happy Tuesday, Dustin.
Happy Tuesday, Marlon.
Came here to drink some pizza beer and talk about douches. Now I'm almost out of pizza beer.
I like what you do.
And what you really came here for is now done. So you can stop being tortured.
No. You got to stay now. You can't just come in here and bring a topic up like douches.
You're pot committed.
Yeah.
So
I got to finish this pizza beer before I can.
Yeah, you got to get that
all three of us were
raunchiness.
at Mammal Fest this weekend.
Yes, sir.
We had some mammalness.
That was a good time.
I had some good times. It was nice being somewhere. Like when I walked up, I noticed no one was wearing a mask anywhere. And then Dan at the door goes, "Well,
I
it's
had a
optional.
mask.
You don't have. You can wear it if you want, or don't have to wear it." Well, I wore it when I went to the
Yeah.
bar every time.
I wore it when I went to the bar just to be respectful. Yeah. But when I was sitting at the table, I was far away from people. I was outside. I'm vaxxed up. I felt relatively
You're
safe.
vaxxed up.
I'm vaxxed up.
Doubled. You're ready to rock.
So you know, being outside and it was windy and you know,
It was windy.
not within close distance of everybody. I felt good about not having a mask on when I was at the table, but just to be, you know, I don't know when you should and shouldn't, and I can't keep up with
I
all
don't think
that
it's been
bullshit,
developed
but-
yet.
So when it seems respectful, I put on my fucking mask.
That's pretty much what I do. I'm going with the policy of. By the way, I'd like to apologize to all Matt Stubbs fans. Sorry, I was dressed up as a douche spaghetti. I came straight over from doing some physical activities and thought there would be barbecue.
Where were you dressed up?
And
like
they were sold out.
G?
Yeah,
Reverse spider monkey.
yeah, reverse spider monkey. But that's the policy that I pretty much have decided to take, and it feels natural to me, is if someone at the table or someone at the bar or wherever you're at, the group of people, human beings, are hanging out and one or two has a mask on, even just one, I will ask them, like I asked Susie, do you want me to wear my mask? Because she wanted to go to get some elote. And I was like, shall I put my mask on?
Was that Spanish for weed?
Yes,
Yes,
it is. For cornweed.
Cornweed.
Yeah.
that's a good
It's a new-
policy.
It's weed from Iowa or Bakersfield.
I'm starting to use the policy of truth.
What's that?
Well,
You just
it's
tell
when
people,
you're-
we're all going to fucking die anyway.
I just say never again is what you swore the time before, and I walk off because I've got
Yeah.
nothing to hide.
No, you got nothing to prove. You got nothing to hide.
Yep.
So yeah, that's kind of where I'm going, and it's across all avenues of going out and being in public. It's not just shows, which honestly, that was the first bit of music I've seen in a while. I think Dustin and I went to a speakeasy show a while back,
I don't think we can talk about them.
but other than that, like that was pretty much the biggest rock concert I'd been to since Tool.
Well, a lot of people came out. A lot of people that haven't been out in forever.
Yeah, I had the
showed
little
up.
one with me, and I was dressed as a douche canoe and bounced.
You bounced.
Because I didn't want to have to explain to my baby mama how their daughter, who was 7 years old, at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, learned rock and roll pussy hole.
Yeah, I don't understand why that was screamed repeatedly.
I felt violated.
I felt very weird about this.
Yeah. So
I mean,
I don't think my little one caught on to it because she was making a ant castle, which is awesome.
close
But
to,
yeah,
not the same, not to be confused with a bat castle.
right. I didn't want to have to explain that to my ex though. That hey, yeah, why is your daughter saying this vile phrase? And
That was very strange.
it reminded me of remember Pump Jack used to say 1, 2, barbecue and then start the song. It was kind of like that.
That's fine.
Yeah, but rock and roll pussy hole.
Repeatedly, loud,
And
screaming it
he liked to say motherfucker.
a lot.
And I love that.
And I'm gonna fuck your face.
If that's what?
Yes.
I guess I missed that part.
So
Yeah. Cool band. I couldn't take the risk of my little one. She's in school right now. It's the things you think about these days.
you wouldn't want her to get excited on the playground, and because something was
Yeah.
like she had scored a goal in soccer, and she just throws her arms in the air and goes rock and roll pussy hole.
It's funny you mentioned that because guess what we just signed her up for?
Soccer.
Yeah, and I can't have that happening. I can't explain to some guy that's a, devout preacher that, like, or the cops. Why, sir? Why is your daughter saying rock and roll pussy hole?
Cuz
I don't know.
I just lie and say that you let her watch porn, and that's where she.
That I don't know, Marlon. That'd probably get us in more trouble though if you said that, because they'd be like, "Well, you're not supposed to be under 18 and watching porn, and you're letting your kid watch it, which is a 7-year-old." So you'd probably go to jail.
I don't have all the details worked out.
Yeah.
yeah.
But it
I
tastes
don't
like
know.
vinegar.
It does taste like vinegar.
Speaking of, how's that?
Oh, I gotta try it. So we're sampling some beers. I have a PBR right now.
And what do you think?
Yeah, it's funny when your best tasting beer in the fridge right now is a PBR. Thanks to.
I don't know why that's not that way.
All right, let's try this tropical. This is the new. Is it new? Has this thing been around?
No.
When'd you get it?
I got it a couple weeks ago.
Because I had a special beer in there that was for me that I got down in Austin that I hadn't seen up here. It was like a Creature of the Black Lagoon can and stuff, and then someone drank it.
You know what to do. You know what to do.
Oh God!
Like I said,
It smells like blue cheese.
Or your mom's old douchebag. Grandma's.
This smells like blue cheese.
I've had it before.
Does it taste like blue cheese?
Oh, you're talking about the blue cheese. I thought you were talking about your mom's douchebag. I haven't had blue cheese before. Sorry to break it to you.
Damn.
She said not to say anything.
Rock and roll.
Jesus.
Sorry, Matt's mom.
She doesn't listen.
It-
She
it's-
wouldn't dare listen to this show. I don't have any.
They
No
pay
one
their
in my
money.
family listens to this show.
No one outside here.
I barely
No
have
one out
friends that listen to this show.
Oh my God. Chat room's going crazy, man.
Yeah.
It's going fucking crazy. They're all talking about douchebags. FTW was amazing.
Yeah. They look
They
like
did a
they're going
great
to have a
set.
good show.
That was good fun times. It was good seeing them. It's good having some heavy music happening.
Very good. Yeah, it sounded great.
So when are y'all playing?
June 12th is our next show.
Where would that be?
Lola's outside.
Who's going to be on that bill?
We're working on the lineup. We got
Some people trying to bid for the position.
not really.
You know, taking any submissions or anything for the Methinks Fest?
Would you like a mixtape?
Do you want a band that will yell
Would you like for us to give you a mixtape?
rock and roll pussy hole
Actually, I would.
every well, yeah, hit him up.
We're waiting on confirmation.
Is it going to be a big long show like that one was, the Mammal Fest?
No, it will not. It will be 3 bands.
Are you going to raise money for a special cause?
Buying pickle beer and douches. If
That's a good
special
cause.
Yeah. Is this going to be like a Methinks show of the past since it's coming out of quarantine? We're gonna have the bar on stage. We're gonna,
You know, we our last show that got canceled because of the corona. Our plan that was going to be our birthday show, and Trash Bucket said,
I can barely drink this.
He said, "Dear baby Jesus, if I could get just one thing for my birthday, I want one of those chocolate fountains." You know, but he wanted it to be full of gravy, and
I think I've heard
and
this.
serve
Yeah,
chicken fingers or chicken fried steak.
I like
fingers.
that idea.
And you just dip it in, but with the corona, you can't really be having gravy.
No, it's put a damper on what the buffets and stuff.
and gravy fondue. I mean,
Gravy
that's
fondue has
pretty
taken a big hit.
huge
It
hit.
has, yeah.
So
The gravy.
can we do it yet?
The gravy fondue
Can
business
we what?
is pretty much bottomed
What
out.
What did you ask?
Can we do gravy fondue yet? Have we?
No, I don't think
mean-
you can do fondue. For
We need
parties
to
yet.
consult with old Ironside.
Because I'm looking at numbers here, and I've got this in the show notes. Like Texas numbers are doing great. We're down,
Which is funny because the by the way, are you guys vaxxed? Besides you, is the rest of the band vaxxed? Or man, I'm violating HIPAA. Never mind. You don't have to answer that.
The whole band is vaxxed up.
Okay.
actually. I want to talk something about that because right before he got
Did you
here,
get vaxxed?
they talked about something on. No, I'm on a bunch of lists, and
I'm not on any list.
under special medical conditions. I think they keep pushing me out because under special medical conditions,
Yeah.
special medical issues you have, I have a giant cock, and I think they keep pushing me off. They keep
Well, that
taking me off of
sucks.
them, so I can't.
that's a
Yeah.
terrible medical
It's terrible.
condition to
No,
have.
I
to
told
have
you
a
last
giant
week.
dong.
We don't. If you've had it, you're 80% protected
So-
already.
Okay.
And if you want to,
If you've had a giant cock,
yes, if you've had a giant cock,
you're 80%.
you're 80%
Yes.
protected. Yeah,
Who would man? Does Fauci know this?
I don't.
I'll
think he
tell you
does.
what will cure the whole fucking thing. The whole damn thing.
Big giant cock.
A big, giant cock.
God,
no,
we're vulgar today.
we are, and we are, and we are,
And we are.
but
and
we are,
will be.
and
but
we will be,
are.
but we are.
So continue your thought.
So, like we
about
talked,
big black cock.
what we talked about last week,
Why so
Was-
specific?
if you've had COVID, you're already 80% protected. If you're uncomfortable with only being at 80%, the CDC says go get one shot of anything, and you're good. You'll be good. So we're pretty much covered at 80%. Everybody else just going to get 90, 95%.
Oh, you
so-
mean for the herd
herd immunity.
So okay, it's we just talked about this a second ago. It's weird because what I heard today was more doom and gloom reports, whereas the opposite is happening in Texas.
It
Which
depends on what you're looking at. Like, I think national media still wants it to be doom and gloom and wants Texas to be a bunch of assholes.
Mhm.
But it came out today that we are now at a 7-day all-time low
yeah,
at a 5.27%.
and this is about
we
what
belong-
3 weeks since we
Since we
said game on.
since we've opened since
Wheels.
your buddy Wheels of Steel opened everything up and took away all the mask mandate, we've plummeted. We're down like 30% in this 3 weeks.
Well, okay. I also some more news that I heard about the since the great Wheels of Steel and Glory.
Every time
State
you
of
say
Texas.
that, I don't even think about his wheelchair. I think about him with his headphones, and he's just up there.
Spinning tunes.
Yeah,
I bet he can.
he's doing that Wheels
I
of
bet
Steel.
I bet he can do that little. Dun 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 dun. Chop, chop.
Oh,
Anyway, so
watched Beverly Hills
I
Cop
won't do
last
that
night.
ever again.
Axel Foley's the greatest song
Yeah,
ever.
oh yeah. So Joshua School is the first school, I think, in North Texas or this general region that said, hey, kids, guess what? It's up to you if you want to wear a mask. What do y'all think about that, man? Is damn well should be? I mean,
Joshua School?
The school district, I believe.
It's not the tree; it's the school.
Yeah, Joshua
So,
Tree's a little farther west.
a little bit further west. I mean, if you know what's going on down there, Joshua's not that big of a community. I mean, if everything seems to be going okay, then go for it.
See, that's the thing is when I read it, I was like, I bet you there's some school districts somewhere in the state that never really enforced it at all. I went to
There's a lot out west that never enforced
well,
it.
I went to my daughter's softball game last weekend, and kids weren't wearing masks.
But
Parents weren't staying 3 feet, 6 feet apart.
Yeah, I don't know. I see both sides of it.
But it's funny because everybody's making an issue out of Joshua, the school district, deciding to do this. These kids, man, they got mono.
We've got a question from the chat room here. It says, do you think
Yes.
the number are down because people aren't getting tested? I don't know. I keep going by these testing facilities, and they're still packed.
Yeah,
I think people are still getting packed.
getting packed, like getting fudge packed.
They're eating the fudge and licking the tunnel.
I think that's something completely different.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean the lines are still long and
Yeah,
at the testing facility. So I don't know. I mean, some of the testing facilities have moved because they're not having as much traffic as they were. Like the one at the stadiums moved. The one at the ballpark or Globe Life is now moved into the EA Electronic Arena video game
still
arena
haven't been
thing.
there.
A video game arena.
Yeah,
The old Arlington Convention Center is
Yeah.
now an esports arena.
Like where they had the guitar show?
Yeah,
yes.
that's now an
It's a
esports
what?
esports arena, and it's a
Well, they
big
remodeled it
fucking
and
deal.
shit, and like, or did they? I thought it was a totally different building.
No, they
just
remodeled the
remodeled it?
convention center, and now
So-
it's the something.
What is
something
it? Just a
esports
bunch of
arena.
recliners and widescreen?
Douches.
And people go in there and they play their Call of Duty and their.
Thank you for the Xbox, by the way.
Yeah.
I got my
love it.
I'm back in the Call of Duty scene.
Oh, right on. That was
I
about
got Cold
that-
War
yeah,
last week.
That was
Drunk.
about what GameStop was going to give for it. So I'd much rather go to a buddy than
Yeah,
because I mean that was pretty fucking cheap,
that was.
and I'd rather have it go to.
Yeah. So
So I want to clear something up real quick.
wait, I want to stay on COVID for a little bit.
That's what I'm
Okay, cool.
clearing something up on
Yeah.
COVID because another thing that's come out that a lot of people are saying is that there's
Ears
been
itching.
it is a lot of bitching. There's
Oh,
been
my ears itching.
there's a bunch of
Your beer is Richie.
Texas has
Guy
had
Ritchie.
10 million people vaccinated. And we're at 10 million. There's only 30 million people live in the state. So we're 1/3 of the way there.
1/3.
Oh, I think is that 10 million people vaccinated or 10 million doses?
That's where they're getting screwed up because I have people telling me it's been 10 million people. No, it's been 10 million doses. And you kind of have to divide that in half.
Yeah, it's like
If you think about it,
17 point
There's only
something.
been right here,
don't
3.8 million are fully vaccinated in the state of Texas. 7.2 have had at least one dose. So
Yeah.
you can't be going that 10 million people have had it when you have to have 2 doses. So
Yeah, you know one thing that
clear that up.
I've noticed that I see a lot of people on social media get real kind of angry at people who
Animated.
get vaxxed.
Yeah,
Vaxxed. You know, they're like, God damn it, I wanted to get or these nurses can't get vaxxed, but you did. So I don't really talk about getting vaxxed, a whole lot, but
I
what
think going on social media and bragging
Yeah,
about it is the
yeah.
dumbest fucking thing you can do in your life.
yeah.
Have you said that before?
I wouldn't argue with that, but some people really get
Deja vu here.
get upset, and I play in a band with Ray, who's got a lot of health issues. He's had heart disease, cancer.
Break all his HIPAA laws
HIPAA?
now.
Well, here's what I fucking did. Don't tell Ray this, but
You gave
you
it to him?
no,
You spit in his mouth.
he
Vaccine?
signed up. He signed up for it, and his name came up, and so I went up there and I said, "Yeah, my name's Ray Liberio.
You got it?
I got his vax."
And he was like, man, they skipped me.
"Yeah." He got
It
up
was
there
like,
and they're like,
they tell me I already got it.
"Yeah,
Yep.
yeah." So
And he just went on his way and
okay,
smoked weed.
Did any of y'all get the one shot? The Johnson Johnson? Do you know?
yeah.
You only get one
Drummer boy
shot.
did, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Eminem's, his vaccine that he gets.
One
You only
done.
get one shot.
Yeah.
Do not let this opportunity something. So the report that I have been, man, this is doing a weird thing over here.
Everything's
I
being
don't
weird.
like
It's
it.
very weird. It's awkward. I haven't sat in this seat probably in
20
a
years.
very long time. So the report is there's countries overseas, Europe, that's going back to lockdown.
Because they're
Texas-
pansies.
Texas is getting better, but
'Cause
not
we're
allowed to
badass.
talk about it.
We're goddamn Texas.
And
Fuck
then-
you. I'm from here.
I think New York is spiking.
I don't know what New York's doing. I don't trust anything that goes on in New York.
You really
goddamn
can't.
Yankees.
Well, you really can't because
Yankee
of
racist?
I don't know. I don't know if you can say
think so.
that.
Okay.
Yet. I don't know if you can say that anymore.
I didn't want to have to edit myself.
But it's funny how sensitive people are to the whole thing, and it's weird. It's a very weird time.
So one of the things
I lost
I've
my train of thought.
been bitching about
Again.
Yeah, I was going
about-
to say something interesting.
people posting their cards or their little whatever. First off, you post your card on social media. That's fucking stupid. Okay,
You're giving away
You're
your-
giving away a bunch of
yeah.
information. You're getting a bunch
Don't
of
do
information that
that.
can be tracked down. Some of those cards.
You don't
actually
even really
show
have to tell
Social
anyone. You
Security
don't have to
numbers.
go on
You don't
Facebook
need
and
to.
tell anyone if
You
you
don't really
want
need
to.
to tell anyone. No one really cares.
It's no obligation.
I mean, no
Oh,
one cares.
that's what I was going to say.
I don't
Go
give a
ahead.
shit if
Go
you got
ahead.
it.
Go ahead on this
It's kinda
again
cool.
because I got something to say about the COVID before we move on to.
It's really cool. Hey, I'm glad you got it. Yay, go team. Neat. When I get it, since I'm at 80% immunity now, if I end up going and getting just one shot or whatever, I'm not going to be all over social media. Well, actually, now I'll probably be like posting it every 5 minutes. Oh my
Getting
God, I
a
got
tattoo?
it. Oh my God, I got it. Oh my God, I got it. Oh my God. And then I'm going
Oh
to
my
come
God, I got it.
home and I'm going to draw a circle around it. And I'm gonna take pictures of it. I mean, look, I got it. Look,
Like, get the
look,
black
I
light.
got it. Look, look.
Get
at
the
this.
black light and you're
Look,
going to look like a
look,
cheetah.
look at
It's
this,
not going to
look at
work. You're going to be like, oh, that didn't go like
be
I
like,
wanted
look.
to.
And then I'm gonna take a UV marker and I'm gonna draw lines all in my veins, and then get under UV light and go, look, it's going through my veins, man. I got it. I'm gonna just overly fucking do it,
Yeah.
just to be a dick. Because now,
Which is funny because
think I
they were
said this
saying for a
last
while,
week.
COVID, that might be one of the treatments is some kind of crazy lights.
I think I said it last week. My Facebook, there's not gonna be anything serious on there ever again. I'm just gonna be just
Oh,
posting
that's,
random
yeah,
shit.
yeah. That's all I do. I repost stuff, but other than that, it's all
Maybe, yeah, I mean, news
farts
stories here and there, but it's not.
and turds.
No, yours is deep.
None of my personal
Yours is
information is going to be
always
on
like-
there ever again.
Well, sometimes it is because I I retweet things, but I've gotten to where
Turning my back on everyone.
I don't know.
I was worried about you.
And why'd you stop?
There were a lot of people that were worried about him.
I
I got all
over it.
sorts of.
Is he okay?
So before the show started, before you got here,
Mhm.
Channel 8 did one of these verify things. If you go on
COVID
WFA, you can go to
reports.
verify. And they they asked, the question this week was these vaccine passports.
That's what I wanted to talk about. This is
it-
building up steam, and it's scaring the crap out of me.
It does it break HIPAA law or not?
It doesn't matter. That I'm not gonna do it. I'm not getting a fucking.
I'm not getting a digital.
no.
I'm not getting a digital. I already have a
That'll-
vaccine passport. I
so-
already got it. It's sitting in there with my passport. already got
DeSantis said he's not letting that happen in Florida. If they do that in Texas, I'm bouncing. I'm not joking. I'm not gonna be forced.
But this is now
To
a
do
Second Amendment state, where safety state.
You don't think Florida's gonna jump right on that too?
They may.
I don't give a. My point is
Sanctuary,
this,
that's what I was looking
man. Look at what's happening. Like I think people should wake up. You're being
Wake up.
wake up. Is that how I said that?
Wake-
Wake up, America.
Remember that guy from Stern?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wake up, Watt. People.
Wake
That's
up,
what
white
he sounded
people.
like.
Yeah.
But seriously, what?
Don't say the N word.
What?
What?
Jesus, Marlon. When have
Just
you ever
don't.
heard me say that?
The other day.
What?
Do you want me
Nikes?
to do you want me to show you the text?
Yeah.
No. So my point is, if you go back and see some of the stuff that the Nazis did, man, there's a lot of weird
There's the
stuff
N-word.
that's going.
I can think of one thing specific that was pretty fucked
Like
up.
people are just laying down their rights,
Yeah.
just voluntarily giving up information. Oh yeah, I'm gonna let you track me everywhere I
So,
go.
here's-
Like, what are you
you know-
doing, man?
Here's my argument right here. I've had a vaccine.
Vax passport.
I've had a vaccine passport. I can go get it and show it to you. It's sitting with my passport. It shows everything I've gotten over the last 15 years.
Maybe to travel
And
to a
it's on
different
paper.
country that's susceptible
This
to
is
disease.
what I'm getting to. Hold on. This is what I'm getting to.
But not to
I
go to the
have
fucking
no
Walmart.
problem. The only person I've ever shown my vaccine passport to is a customs agent. When you're coming into a country, you have to go through customs. They look at everything. They will go through, depending on the country you're in, they will then go through your vaccine passport, make sure you have everything that's good. It's fine.
You're not going to show it to Walmart when you go, and all of a sudden the
That's
sensor
my
goes.
problem.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not going to show
I don't
someone,
mind doing it for countries.
I'm not going to show Mary Lou at the gate for American Airlines that I have my vaccine passport if I'm flying
To Austin,
to Austin or if I'm flying to California.
I
It's
don't
none of
think
their
that's
fucking
where it's going to
business.
stop.
No.
Austin.
No,
I think
because
it's gonna go to
Ticketmaster's talking about it.
Walmart
you
will get
wanna
in on
buy
it.
a-
Amazon will get in on
If you
it.
want to buy tickets to a sporting event or to a concert, you have to show your entire vaccine passport. Fuck you.
By Amazon, list people that are in the chat room. By Amazon, I mean bought into it. Not. I realize that you can order things that will come to your house. So.
And it's fine. Yeah, if
Shut
you
your
have a
hole.
cell phone, look, Lowbrow says this. If you have a cell phone, you're already tracked. No,
It's true.
no fuck, no
Yeah,
kidding.
yeah, right.
I've already said that. That's fine. My medical information is not in my cell phone. I have no medical information in my cell phone.
What if you get an email from your doctor? Have you signed your stuff where they can't email you and it's going to your
Yeah,
phone?
no. That's all
You know,
in
in
a secure server.
In some countries, like China, they tell you to get a burner phone when you go in there from like
To a doctor?
travel. No,
Oh,
to travel to
no,
China
yeah, that's
because
true.
they completely rip your phone and find out steal all your information. So big companies and stuff tell you, hey, if you're going to go do work over there, you want to go ahead and get a burner phone because we don't need to lose intellectual.
I was
you know.
told to get a burner phone in Nairobi too. Same thing.
Well, if you're a drug dealer too,
Yeah.
you have to get a burner phone. I've had burner phones.
It's one of those things. Like
I learned that on the
I
wire.
didn't leave my phone on. I turned my phone on to use it at the apartment and turn it off.
Yeah.
And turn it on, turn it off, turn it on, turn it off. But there was, you use like third world countries like that. There's all sorts of
Yeah.
hacking farms in there
As soon as you land. Yeah.
that try to look for everything. And there's people walking by you with RFID readers.
My point
I've
is,
seen it.
I think the thing is, where does it stop? Because I could easily see it to where, like you said,
if I want to go to a
Ticketmaster
fucking Me Thing
Walmart,
show, I'm not letting Marlon see my goddamn.
or work at the Dallas
passport.
Cowboys.
Yeah.
For the record, I didn't
Like,
ask. For it.
go to the Dallas Cowboys
Well, what
football
if
game.
Lola's does? What if Brian institutes some kind of law that says before you come into my establishment,
You got to be
I have to
vaccinated.
I have to look at your vaccine passport.
Yeah, you got to
See,
pass.
I really don't
It's
think
very
that
close to your papers. Your
I
papers,
really don't
please.
think that it's that big of a concern. I could see airlines or
There's money
or
behind it.
Ticketmaster. And
What
you're
about
exactly
hotels?
right, for-
Hotels are saying they won't let you stay in
for-
their building.
But I could see it for financial gain, like as a marketing ploy. You know, people would be like, "Oh,
Like
Marriott."
Krispy Kreme's doing right now.
Yeah,
show me your
exactly. They don't
you
give
show
a
m-
fuck about your vaccine. They want you to come in and get that one free donut, so you buy a $6 coffee.
They got problems themselves. How about cholesterol and obesity
Yeah.
and heart disease?
Here, let me show you my vaccine card so I can get diabetes.
Mhm.
Right.
Exactly. It's a marketing.
You
ploy.
want to cut my leg off?
I don't think it's a mark.
Crispy-
I don't think it's a marketing ploy. I think it's the elite striking while the iron's hot.
I'll give you a Krispy
That's what I
Kreme.
think it is. And the thing is, no one is standing up to it. The only person that was standing up to it was the orange-haired idiot. And of course, we can't have him
No.
around because he's
There's quite a few people that are standing up to it, but they're called
Race-
now
white
they're being
supremacist.
called white supremacist or radicals, or
Yes.
although I see it everywhere.
dude. I am so sick of the term white supremacist. I'm so
people-
fucking sick of that.
Yeah, I bet you get called that all day.
And the head shave and everything.
Yeah,
You're like,
walking around in a gi.
I'm not a white.
I guess white.
Do you think I just walk around?
You just walk in a gi?
I think I'm
all
gonna start
around.
doing that.
I would. No, yeah, I'm kind of tired of everybody being labeled.
I think Yeah, I think minority groups are even sick of it. I know black people are sick of hearing white supremacy.
RoboTuner's popping in and says, and he should know because he works for one of these places. All domestic airlines are against it for domestic flights. So
Right now they are.
Why is American going around saying that they want it for all their flights?
And you're talking about currently,
Yeah.
Thomas. Now, when AMR announces that, hey, we're going to seriously consider doing this policy, and all of a sudden their stock goes up, everyone else is going to do it.
Or
vice versa.
Or they'll do this. If you show us if you
Get
come
a discounted rate. Whoa.
If when you get your tickets,
What
when you
airline
order
is
your
that?
tickets online, and you put in your
Vax code.
So
Yeah.
they can see your Vax passport, you'll get triple miles. You'll get quadruple miles.
See, that is, I don't see how that could happen. Because then you're saying, hey, money is okay, but your health, like, we'll overlook your AIDS and your
It's the same thing
stuff.
Krispy Kreme is doing right now on a smaller scale. Show us your little vaccine, and we'll give you a donut.
Yeah, but the thing is about Krispy Kreme, you're usually going through the drive-thru and picking it up and leaving. You're not getting in a plane with a bunch of people and being in a tube, where everybody can get it. I just don't think that the airlines have the nerve yet to do something like that.
I have
this conversation.
I have no desire to fly anywhere for the first time in my life in forever.
It's because it's such a beating. It was a beating before COVID. Pre-COVID, it was a beating.
But I have no desire to go on vacation anywhere that I need to fly to.
And having some lady yelling at you because your mask slipped off your nose.
I've built the 4Runner now to live in. I just need a stove.
Yeah.
That's all I need. I'll just drive across the country.
We need to start digging a hole to put a school bus in and get a water source.
It's a good idea. It's a good idea. I like this. We'll start collecting AKs.
Yes.
Although you can't. Although there's some came in today.
We're going to get ripped. This might be our last show. Once again, it's been fun run.
Well, if we want to get off
the COVIDs?
COVID.
Yeah, let's get off the COVIDs.
Let me run over here to the 4 Star Telegram.
The racism.
No, this is better. 4 Star Telegram headline in big bold. Tell me this isn't clickbaitable. This radio host held a party at his Mansfield home. He raped a teen there, police say. What kind of headline's that?
Internet radio or real radio?
Was that a tweet or is that the actual link?
That's
the actual article on the website.
Headline of the story.
Oh, it's just the head. Yeah, it's clickbait.
How old was she?
It does not say.
What was a teenager?
Yes, teenager. He was 47. He was a. Justin Frizzell.
I'm not saying it's clickbait, as in it's not real. I'm saying that they
wrote it that way.
They wrote it that way so everybody would click on it.
Justin Frizzell has been a longtime radio personality at the Ranch. You ever been to the Ranch? Yeah.
The radio station?
95.9
Yeah.
The Ranch.
Badass radio station.
Right
I
there
love that station.
in the middle of Sundance Square in downtown Fort Worth.
Turned into a rock club, right?
I thought the studio's still there.
He's talking about the strip club.
Oh, that ranch.
Fantasy Ranch.
Different ranch?
Yeah, this is a different ranch.
Not the one that John Madden used to go to.
So the DJ at the strip bar didn't rape somebody?
No. The DJ on the radio.
Do you know the DJ at the strip bar?
The strip bar hadn't been open
There's a good chance that we could throw him in there too, probably, right?
He may or may not
he's probably got some sticky fingers.
It's just a matter of time before we get hit with a slander suit.
Hashtag me too.
We never said who the guy's name is.
Yeah, true.
How many DJs did the Fantasy Ranch have? Probably.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh. Hey, we were told the other day that it's all
we almost got shot at the Fantasy Ranch after it wasn't the ranch. It was the gutted ranch.
There was a hard N-bomb drop that night. And
yes.
Seriously.
It was one of the most shocking things ever.
It was. Oh, my God.
And that was like the headlining band.
And that's when I wanted to kill someone because I stole my cabinet. My one of 2,000
You didn't
cabinet.
care that the N-bomb had been dropped. You just wanted your cabinet.
I wanted my cabinet. I wasn't worried about race relations at this time. I wanted my goddamn cabinet.
Yeah, that was a wild night. That was a wild night. That was definitely one of the nights where I was like, hey, let's just get... You remember when bands were playing there, right?
Yes. RoboTuner.
I don't think I ever went there when it was.
Well, they had a short stint where they were having bands come in, and somehow we got drugged into one of the shows, literally drugged. And
Hey, some of the best pictures we've ever had are from there.
all
Me and my
hell
panda hat.
breaks loose after the show, and it was the headliner. And the
first
headliner,
off,
they were trying to, what was it like a?
Sound
they were
guy
trying to
w-
do like a Evanescence type act.
Yeah,
and
the
it was
sound guy wanted during
terrible.
our set. The
Yeah,
sound guy
we were
wanted
already
to fight
pissed.
me. Then he wanted to fight Seth. And then didn't Seth?
That's
knock-
because Seth went over there and started like actually turning knobs.
Yeah, started running the board, and because the sound guy was playing on his phone, and didn't Seth knock the phone out of his hand?
I can't remember. Seth was fired up. I
And
remember.
he was pissed too. So then
It's
the sound guy got pissed off at me because I got destructive on stage, like tends to happen. Start breaking things and throwing mic stands and
Shit
microphones around.
happens.
Hey, and then we rolled our gear off, and then my cabinet disappeared, which I have a blood pact with, and
it's time.
that band. What was the band? I can't remember who they were.
No idea.
They were an Evanescence type band, but
They were going for
they're-
that vibe.
they got pissed on stage and stormed out, and
Drop the N bomb.
the back
The
bodyguard bouncer guarding the back door was an African American gentleman, and they just dropped hardcore the N bomb, and I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. I don't know if I want this.
This smells
Let me see.
terrible.
This is your bid, isn't it?
What are you
This is
doing,
Marlon.
Marlon?
Buffalo wings.
I thought it was kind of good. It was like a sour bloody.
That
It-
smells like grandma.
it tasted a lot like a Bloody Mary.
That tastes like my grandma's.
Well, see,
Barbecue.
yeah, that's the history of the ranch, Fantasy Ranch. After nice boobies were there.
So why
can we go
is
back
it
to the
why
ranch?
is it current news about the DJ at the ranch?
It's not at the ranch. It's at the ranch radio station.
Oh, the ranch radio.
95.9 The Ranch that's in downtown. This happened over the weekend. He was arrested March 20, yesterday? Or he was booked into jail on March 24th
Mm-hmm.
and released a few minutes later.
Few minutes.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, but the story goes on to say that he's pretty much guilty. This radio station let him go.
Is that what the story says?
Yeah.
He's
when
pretty
they-
much guilty.
The judge said that.
Yeah.
It's really creepy
We're
because
gonna wrap this up real quick. You're pretty much guilty.
they did some test on the girl and found his DNA on her. So
Oh,
yeah,
God.
you're pretty much guilty when that's found, right?
What is wrong? Why can't people control their pants?
Didn't I just go on a rant last week about Fort Worth keeping shit in their pants and not
You
being
did.
creepy towards kids?
Yeah.
This guy, I say, what the Bass Brothers need to do is bring back quartering or hang him on a pike in the middle of Sundance Square as an example to everybody else. Right? We good?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, sure.
Think he'll ever be a DJ again?
Nah.
Well, the ranch is closed down. It turned into a rock club.
Not the club.
The Fantasy Ranch is not what we're talking about, right?
This is what aggravates me
I keep getting confused.
is that
It's these edible beers we keep having.
he got her drunk on White Claw.
Good Lord,
I
man.
fucking love White Claw.
Topo Chico Seltzer's coming out.
Oh, I
this
can't
week,
wait.
man.
My two favorite
I think
things
there might
in
be
the
out
world.
now, actually.
my
Topo
two-
Chico and alcohol?
No, cocaine and hookers. But
Okay, yeah.
Martin House, there's your new beer. Martin House,
Cocaine
cocaine, and a hooker sour.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, stop diddling kids.
yeah, it's not a good practice.
Do you think this is I mean, at all lockdown COVID related, all these cases
No.
that are having to do with public people and stuff?
No.
Well, they say that that's one of the really bad things about the kids not going to school is the abuse that they're
Always
what do you
being around
say?
their family and their family.
exposed to. Yeah, when they're always together, then
Yeah.
you're going to have a higher rate of abuse and stuff.
I believe that, but this was a kid a friend of
At
their
a party.
daughter.
God bless, man.
So,
Dude, so the dude's daughter had a friend over.
had a bunch of friends over. One of them spent the night.
Man, you know there's some father that's like,
Come on.
I'm going to kill
What would
someone.
you do? That would
yeah.
be in. That would be.
I would
you
say
right there.
I would tell everyone in court. I'd say I don't give a damn. I'm going to kill that person right there. Like I would say it on the stand. Say, here's my public notice. I'm going to kill him.
You turn to the court reporter and go.
Say you write this down.
You're typing this shit,
typing
right?
this down.
You're typing
yeah,
this.
I'm going to do everything I can to kill that man.
I'm gonna kill him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the judge would get all and then
I think they say order.
Yeah, I think it's
That-
order.
that's-
and then the
term
bailiff
that-
would come arrest me, and I would be like, "Fuck it, I don't fucking care. You're dead, motherfucker, man. One way or the other, I'll fucking find a way to kill you dead." And I would do it like that.
You would.
I'd go dead.
And then would you say,
like a?
"I'm gonna come over to
zombie.
your house and butt fuck your mom with your dad's
got it loaded?
headless corpse"?
You got it loaded? That would be my statement. I'd be like, Your Honor, I'd like to make a statement.
Can I? Oh yeah, sure. Go ahead.
You don't have it loaded.
No, I don't.
Is that because of all the?
There's so much stuff going on over here. Yeah. Yeah. So. Stop this. Stop this. I'm tired of reading these stories. They're aggravating. I'm just tired of it.
Yeah, people should
I hate
not,
this.
should not statutory rape
No,
Nope.
it's not a good thing to do.
or regular rape.
I think
Um,
people are confused down here right now, and they think we're like Portland and all these places that have completely defunded the police, and they could just do whatever they want right now. It's not the case in Texas. In Texas,
You know, if you're gonna wreck a boat in the middle of one of the most popular canals in the world,
I guess we're changing topics, Martin.
you shouldn't be drawing dicks and balls and butt cheeks out
Yes,
in the
you
middle of
should.
the ocean.
Yes, you should.
Have you seen that?
You absolutely should.
Have you seen it?
Full support.
So the boat that got stuck,
The laughing hyena.
yeah. Before they went into the Suez Canal, out in the middle of the ocean, they drew a dick and balls going into butt cheeks. And then they went into the Suez Canal. You can check all their data. Vice went in there and was like, okay, let's see what the data's going on. And
There's runners that do that all the time.
there's a lot of
It's like,
people in national news that made it look
Yeah.
like they didn't know how to run into something, or like they
Oh,
weren't sure how to
the
enter the
technology on this-
Suez Canal.
Yeah. Probably on autopilot most of the time.
But they drew a full dick and balls and then a set
in
of
the
butt
ocean?
cheeks in the ocean and then went
so
into the canal.
so don't pretend like if you were a boat captain, you wouldn't be doing the same.
Oh no, I would. But then to be a jackass to
and
go
get your fucking
it's-
boat stuck.
Yeah,
and-
do
and-
it, but don't cause $58 billion of
Yeah.
world.
the ripple effect
Income.
of that
Yeah, that's kinda
is
bad.
gonna be it was really bad before that, and now it's going to be just catastrophic.
Yeah, we're probably gonna go a few days without toilet paper. Get ready.
Well, again,
I mean, just
Is that because China's hoarding the
be
toilet paper?
no.
Remember when
just
that was
'cause-
going
just
around
'cause
about
I-
COVID that they
ju-
said that China was hoarding toilet paper.
no,
That
just
was a
because I've been
rumor.
too lazy to go up to Walgreens.
Yeah. I just haven't got any. Man, now that I've got a bidet, there's nothing,
We got one too.
dude. That's
Oh, I really need one.
a different
I
world.
got man
man.
wipes.
That's a
don't have
different
the
world,
bidets, though.
dude. Screw. I only
makes
use
you
toilet
wanna-
paper to dry the water off.
Huh?
I only use toilet paper to dry the water off from the bidet.
So you're not damp.
Yeah, I'm
You're
not damn.
You're not.
You don't have a
moist?
fan on yours?
And they're fucking no.
Do you have, a fan, on
on
yours?
yours?
Yeah.
What?
What kind of fucking
Ooh.
white trash? you got?
You must have
Wow.
encyclopedias too, man.
I'm middle class with my bidet. Not
Yeah,
high-tone.
I don't have a bidet. This is a class war.
That's pretty white trash.
Yeah.
That's pretty hazel of you.
Hazel, Texas.
I mean, that's almost Pelican Bay of you.
It's kinda
That's what
gross.
that is.
the boar's nest, or was it?
Yeah,
Oh, no,
I don't understand this one. This one has a, and I screwed it up one day.
Mhm.
It has
Turned
a,
it up too high.
No, I'll turn it up high. I don't
Got
care.
you a little butt grate.
Dude.
from it?
Spray it off like I'm at a car wash, man. Just get it all out of there. Get all the filth out. Let's make it clean. Make it edible. Eat the fudge like the tunnel. So
I just had the visual of like one of those car washes after some guy comes in mud and there's just clumps of.
that's what it's like. Just spraying the mud off.
Good gosh, man.
But mine has a female setting on it. Is yours? where it sprays the front
Mhm.
area for them. Yeah, don't let that hit your balls.
Yeah, the remote will let you do the front or the back.
Yeah, don't forget
These
that
things have
don't-
remotes.
Don't hit
No.
the wrong button or don't have it set for the front and let it hit your balls.
Or you know,
I
don't
don't
knock it till you tried it.
know. It knocked
Yeah,
the
some
air out
dudes
of
are
me.
into that where they let people kick their nuts, man. It gets them off.
I don't understand that.
I'm not into that.
I'm not either. I prefer that.
I'm going
I
on public
don't get-
record that I am not into
You're
that.
not. That's not a
That's
kink of yours.
not a kink of mine.
What is a kink of Marlon's?
Well, it's also not getting my fucking cock skin in my zipper stuck.
That's a kink?
Like
It is
something
not-
about Mary?
That's weird.
No, it's just.
Is
I
that
don't know if it's
something that-
kink or not, but
Is that something
hurts.
Brandon's into? Is he into that?
I don't know if
What are
he's
y'all
into it.
doing over there?
What do you guys do, man, when you jam?
This was a solo project.
It's just-
You know, you get drunk in a backyard.
You're like, I'm
wearing-
gonna
you
zip
zip
my
your balls
nutsack
up?
up.
You're wearing some Speedo type underwear. You go to zip up your fly, half of your
Yeah.
dick skins in.
Did you get the
half
beans
your
above the
dick
frank?
skins out.
Frank,
And
how'd you get the
you're
Franks
like-
about the beans?
You're like, what the fuck?
Frank beans.
What the fuck do I do now? Do I just unzip it? That's gonna hurt.
I've come close.
Do I leave it in for the rest of my
It
life?
always happens
gonna
when
hurt
you have a
too.
bathing suit that has a zipper on it. Don't ever get a bathing suit that has a zipper. You're asking for trouble when you get one of those. Like O'Neill used to back in the
Listen,
90s.
I'm going to tell you how to do this. This is how you fix any zipper if you get
You
something
chop
stuck
it
up
off,
in
you
it.
kill yourself.
You
You
go to your
you eat a bullet
You go to
sandwich.
your closet.
You get the
pull out your 9mm and cock it. No. What you do is you take a pair of scissors, okay? And you cut across the zipper above it. Okay? Cut across.
Okay.
You're going to cut your pants.
Okay.
Fuck your pants. Your
We're
balls
talking
are more
about your
important.
balls.
We're talking about your balls. So you cut across the zipper, and then you very narrowly cut down that first little tooth of the zipper. 'Cause usually when you cut it, it causes the teeth to fall apart. Then you're just free.
See,
I'm gonna go ahead and explain the scenario a little bit better. From what happened was that my motor skills were at a point where if I could have done that, I probably wouldn't have zipped my dick skin in my goddamn.
So this was
I don't
donk-
care.
This was
if I
dick
get my
skin.
dick skinned, caught in anything, all my motor skills are coming back.
So this was
instantly.
this was dick skin. It wasn't ball skin.
This was dick skin. Yeah.
God, man.
Jeez. It happens.
Oh yeah,
does
yeah. I've come pretty close. And now that we've talked about this, I'll be
Mhm.
over nervous, and I'll end up doing it like for the first time ever. I'm like, fuck, man. It's kind of like when I lock my keys in my car. It's always the day that I have a premonition of, hey, I should really be careful today because I don't want to lock my keys.
Let
in
me
my
tell you
car.
how to
And then I'll
prevent
lock my
this.
keys in the car.
Like a man.
Get AAA. That's what I did.
No. With this whole dick skin thing.
Oh,
Make sure your
get
underwear's pulled up.
AAA.
Make sure your underwear's pulled up.
That'd be a
And
good
snap
AAA
back.
call.
It was there was underwear and dick skin on
It's-
the outside of my.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Damn.
Sir.
So it was bleeding and shit, huh?
You went really violently zipping that up, didn't you? You went to town.
Yeah. There was alcohol involved.
Did you yell?
Like a little girl.
Yeah.
Not to be sexist.
Well, you
And-
were. So
And not that I know what little girls sound like when they yell.
well, you did.
Wow.
'Cause I
You
don't.
said it. You work at the ranch now?
We got a question from the chat room.
Yes.
Uh,
Chat room?
Stubbs, did you color your beard?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah. You got to.
Oh
What?
man, you get the
Shoe polish.
yeah. No, I got this stuff that you I think I've talked about this on the show, haven't I? That you it's like shampoo. No. No, I haven't tried that.
You haven't tried that?
You guys want to try that? I mean, his
Is it like a
is pretty gray. I mean,
is it like a bidet for your beard? You just spray it up in there?
no, it's not semen.
Okay.
There's they sell this stuff. It's like shampoo for your beard, but
Uh-huh.
each time you put the shampoo and scrub it in, it takes your beard a little. It takes the gray out. It's like just for men, except you don't have to do all the bleaching.
What's
and
it
shit.
called? I'd like to
I think
have
it's
something
just
to
for men
wash my
beard.
beard.
Well, I think it's just for men beard wash or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you get it
Okay.
at like CVS or something. Man, we got to stop talking about this stuff because we don't get paid by these people.
Yeah. Okay.
And then troves of people go there and like, we know.
Speaking of getting paid, let me show you about Dollar Shave Club.
Do we have an endorsement?
That's where we'd go to commercial
yeah,
for Dollar
yeah.
Shave Club.
But I mean,
they
we
were
could do
paying
it
us.
with what was it? The knives that we had at the beginning.
Bud
Dude,
K?
we were gonna make so much money.
Off Bud K
We're gonna
knives?
get
Off
rich.
mall knives? When's the last time you bought a mall knife?
A mall knife,
Yeah.
like a knife from the mall.
Mall ninja knife.
Ooh,
Did anyone ever buy a knife
Yes.
with our code?
Yes.
Who?
They did. I don't know. But we had some. Yeah.
It means I'm not getting paid.
And none of us
I'm gonna
got
need my
paid.
accountant to look in the financial situation of this podcast show.
None of us got paid.
It'll be pretty quick. He'd come in and be like, "Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. So supposedly, the chat room is holding up color swatches next to your beard and saying
Color
that it was
swatches?
darker than it
Flat
was on
black?
Saturday.
color swatches."
Yeah.
No, I mean it shouldn't be too much darker because I've only washed it 3 times since then.
I gotta
so
say,
it's
I
like,
guess it's pretty natural because I didn't notice it.
I try to get it to match the curtains.
Curtains.
Yeah, you
In
know
your
what they
apartment?
say? Does the hair like does your
Yeah.
eyebrows match the curtains or something?
What about
like that?
the
The
Oriental
drapes?
rug?
Is it? Yeah.
That would be the hair at your taint. Would be the Oriental rug.
First of all, we don't say Oriental anymore. Okay, you can't say that.
Why not? It's a region.
I know, but you're probably gonna have to edit that one actually.
No, I'm not. That's in region.
Man, I don't make the rules, man. Okay, I'm just the
No,
messenger.
that's not racist. Orientals are
Okay,
things.
okay, again,
Objects are Oriental.
you can say Oriental
people,
rug.
People are Asians.
Yes.
So
That's
you're
how you
talking about a
determine.
part of a person with butt hair or scrotum hair or
No.
taint hair, right?
Uh,
What
an,
are you talking about here?
An Oriental rug is a rug that was made in the Orient.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm just saying that my hair on my taint is weaved tight enough like an Oriental rug, and it has little patterns and designs like
How
you
long
would
did
find.
it take to get it weaved?
Oh, a long time.
Woven.
Are
Yeah.
you going to try to
That's when I
put
was
some
in
of the
Jamaica.
beard dye in that?
Yeah, I want to color up the rug.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
you're good.
Okay.
I'd watch saying that term though,
It's
no
like
matter what it is.
I was gonna say it's like a pad down there, but that's weird.
It's a weird show, man.
Hmm.
I'm supposed to be going home here in a few minutes too because I got work to do,
All right, so
and we've talked about. Never mind. We don't need to review.
Yes.
So the chat room got any other questions?
No, but I got a couple things I want to talk about. You didn't see Biden's press conference, right?
Just the
The one in the
clips
middle of
that
the day?
everybody was posting and stuff. I
Did
didn't
you
get
see
to
the
watch
big
it, though.
clip that made me tired head? Made me freak out?
Man, he just says one sentence, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, man.
I did that through the whole thing once I started watching. I
Like,
started watching about midway through.
Do you think you would get in trouble if you were part of the press and he said something and you're just like, what the fuck, Mr. President?
What the fuck
What
are
the
you
fuck
saying?
are you talking about, man?
You'd probably lose your press credentials to the White House, yeah, if you said that, if you went about it that way.
It's just
But
maddening. I can't hear. I can't listen to him
I'm
at
starting
all.
to feel really bad. I think this is elder abuse.
I told you that, man. I
I
told
think
you that
this
from the
is
get-go. When
something-
he was campaigning, I said this is elderly abuse.
I don't think this is right. Did you see
Not right.
Did you see? I have this pulled up. Did you see the gun control question?
I play it and I'll tell you if I see it.
All right, because you're going to get the question from the press, and then you're going to hear his answer, and it's amazing.
She works.
Mr. President, sorry, I know you haven't had a chance to address the tragedies in Georgia and Colorado. You had said to stay tuned for actions that you might take on gun control. Wondering if you've made a decision either about sending the manufacturer liability bill that you had promised on day one to Capitol Hill, or executive actions like going after ghost guns or giving money to cities and states to battle gun control.
First off, we need as many ghost guns as we can because those ghosts are motherfuckers.
All the above. It's a matter of timing. As you've all observed, successful presidents, better than me,
Computing.
have been successful in large part because they know how to time what they're doing.
Light bulbs
Order
are.
it. Decide
Poor
on
guy.
priorities, what needs to be done. The next major initiative is, and
Peter
I'll be
drop.
announcing it Friday in Pittsburgh in detail,
Here we go.
is to rebuild the infrastructure, both physical and technological infrastructure of this country, so that we can compete
Physical
and
and
create significant numbers of really good paying jobs. Really good paying jobs.
That doesn't make
And
sense.
some of you have been around long enough to know that used to be a great Republican goal and initiative.
What does this have to do with guns?
I still think the majority of the American people don't like the fact that we are now ranked, 85th in the world in infrastructure. I mean, look, the future rests on whether or not we have the best airports that can accommodate air travel, ports that you can get in and out of quickly, so businesses
what do
decide.
airports have to do with guns?
Some of you, if you're ever local reporters.
Okay, and this goes on for another 5
Oh, I
minutes.
know.
I'm talking.
Yeah, I'll try. Some
In
of
the
that.
entire answer, he never brings it back to guns. He never answers guns.
No, and it's funny because so we were just talking about
I wanna know what
the
you're gonna
COVID
do.
shit, right?
I'm going to a lake this weekend. I may throw all my guns in it.
You're gonna do that?
Yeah,
Let me know which one.
Gotta
Yeah.
get rid of them.
Tell me what lake. So, not to harp on COVID again,
Mhm.
but we're gonna do it.
Mhm.
All right.
Let's
so
harp
this,
on harp.
the press conference, right?
Mhm.
So we've had several reports that came out right after his press conference saying that get ready, we're shit's about to hit the fan again, doom and gloom, right?
Mhm.
But did you notice that there were no questions from the press about COVID?
None.
And the
Oh, you want it? Is there another? Okay, let's.
so some people think that is because the word is out to the mainstream media to ignore that completely. A, because he's going to get confused and make a jackass out of himself, and B, because they want to move on to the next thing. Basically, the whole thing sounds screened.
Well, we've
Like
been on
the whole press
same-
conference.
We've been on the same media cycle for a complete year now. It's time to move on.
Yes,
It's time to move on. We
And-
got other things to worry about.
but
Like
the
little kids.
the
coming
thing
from
is,
Mexico.
it doesn't add up though. If you've got the mainstream media that is insisting, well, we don't ask questions that aren't important to the American people. That doesn't.
COVID's not important to the American
yes,
people.
COVID is very important to the American people, and also the fact that right after that press conference happens, then all of a sudden we get all this news. Like, who was it from? WHO or not WHO, but CDC's like, this is not the time to let up. Things are about to get way worse. And then the news about New York comes out and everything. It's just the media. This gets back to something we've said from when we started the show. Is the media is gutting this country. The media is tearing us from the inside out, and China and all our adversaries are just loving it.
Well, you heard before this press conference what happened, right?
Well, the thing, do you think that thing was all set up?
Oh, yeah.
I do
think
too.
This is what I think happened, honestly. There's no way you let him go out there blind. There's no way.
No, you couldn't do that. That's elderly abuse. This is close. That is.
I don't think, Obama wouldn't have gone out there blind. Trump would have, because he's a jackass, and would have been like, I'm going to just talk off the top of my head because I don't give a shit. I don't need to prep for anything. That was just his
He's just
attitude.
cocky and a dumbass.
He's cocky and a dumbass.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody around Biden trusts him to go out there and freeball it. Obama could have, but he prepped, and it was known that the media had to submit their questions that they were going to ask at press conferences this.
I don't think that
beforehand.
started until Obama, though.
Yeah,
I think he was the one that started the whole, hey, you got to have approved question. You can't just come in here and ask,
I think Bush had it too.
I'm sure they all have to
Yeah.
a certain point. But didn't Obama...
But they also had people, like this was a full-on, everybody that was there got to ask a question. But a lot of times in the big media junkets, like when they'd have it in the White House or whatever, it was hot spotted just certain people because they knew what they were going to talk about.
Yeah, well, I heard, I heard
knew
the
they
same
would
thing happened at the Biden. Like, they didn't let, what's his name, that Ducey dude from Fox ask a question. And he's, every single press conference that...
Mike Ducey, the sports guy?
No, his cousin, I think.
Yeah, no. But
from Fox, the news station, not the
No, this was
Fox
a
4
select
news.
This was a select group of people that were allowed to go in there, and everybody in there got to ask a question, and they were kind of spaced out.
The follow-ups weren't.
But I think what happened was you see him kind of look around like I didn't see a teleprompter when they did the wide angle shots. I didn't see him having a teleprompter, and you see him kind of looking around like he needs the answers. He's kind of fumbling through paper. I think his points of what he had got off. Like either he called on someone out of order.
Yeah, that makes sense. So
'Cause
where
that's
he
what
was
would make
talking
sense
about
with
the
this.
infrastructure, and he didn't realize that he was still on the question about
It should
gun
have been
control.
someone
and it got
someone
off.
else he called on. He called on the wrong person. That person talked about guns, and he was like, he should have called on the person that was about infrastructure, like he got him out of order or whatever.
Yeah,
Who was next? But yeah,
man.
but he never did talk about real gun control fully, and he never did talk about COVID. And that is weird. You have an hour-long press conference, and you don't talk about the two biggest things that were going on last week. You just had 2 mass shootings.
Well, he danced. Didn't he
and you
dance
just
around the
had-
border too? I don't think he really went into that
I don't
much
think
either.
he danced around it. That'd be very not cool. That'd be very
In the
selfish.
middle of all these.
Well, hey, I don't know the
all these
context.
kids are coming around.
Actually,
He's
the
over there
chat room
dancing.
is the chat room the usual suspects.
Yeah, there's
So
a bunch of people.
I have a question about the Kamala. So a lot of people are playing this drop of Kamala, or not a drop, but a clip of her when they asked, "Are you going to go see the border?" And she just laughs. Is that out of context, or did she really like? Ha! No, I'm not going down there.
No, I've seen that.
And it's in context. She's just
in
like, I'm not
context,
doing that.
No edit, because they show several people caught it, and there's one where it's A/B, like someone's asking a question, and they cut the camera to it, and then there's another video of it where the camera's on her constantly as the question's being asked, and then she laughs.
Man, I'm telling you, the elites, man, the elites, and the media's not helping anything. All they're doing is the media's trying to cause a culture war, and the Democrats are trying to just, I don't know what they're up to, man. Honestly,
why?
Like the plan is, I mean, it's obvious. Harris is going to be our president within the next year, probably, right?
Yeah, that was my bet.
I backed it up to 4 months after that fall down incident. I was like, man, we're not going to make it to one business quarter, and we're going to have Kamala Harris. We'll have our first female president
now,
which will be cool. But
the other thing that bothers
just a
me,
weird way to go about it.
The other thing that bothers me is it wasn't until today, and they let a pool photographer go in, which in the media, a photographer is a videographer, the same thing. But they let a pool photographer go in and shoot video inside of one of these.
Yeah, 2 weeks
facilities
after they prepared it.
that
Yeah,
these kids are in. Why can't you just let them in right off the bat? Why have we been?
You know
why have we
why,
had to wait
man.
for 2 weeks? Because they're just killing them. They're just being
no,
like,
it's just,
do you have a mom? Do you have a dad? Pow.
yeah.
Do you have a mom? Do you have a dad? Pow.
No, they do. No, it's not like
They don't do it the
the Brazil.
RoboTuner way.
um.
That's now the RoboTuner death.
See, this is the thing that's funny is not funny but sad is they have to do that because the video would cause outcry. There was a week where there was actual video that was being posted and it got ripped, and it was, remember how I was telling you, it looks like they're putting them in these little single wides, and these poor people are like hanging out the peephole.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, that's what's going, like it's just terrible. It's equal badness.
It's like the trains that you see in like India.
Yeah,
where everybody's just kind of piled on the train and they're just riding through everybody's just all over it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to have some fun. Y'all want to have some fun? Let's get off this heavy stuff.
No, I thought you had more Biden shuffle.
No, that was pretty much it. Was
That
press conference of how crazy it was?
I saw
and how
Kamala
uncontrollable.
Harris on Saturday Night Live last week.
Was that really her?
That's what's her face. It's that she does her good too.
She does do her good.
What's her name? She's hilarious.
Maya Rudolph.
Yeah.
Maya Rudolph. All right, I got 2 things. I got a new segment. I want to test out tonight.
Yeah.
It'll be really quick. And then I have a list because you know everybody loves lists.
Well, I wanted to talk about something.
What?
The Formula One bit.
Oh yeah, I do want to do that too.
And then I gotta go.
Okay. So fun times, real quick.
Gonna have some fun.
I got this thing. I'm not going to say what it is just yet. Maybe we'll reveal
get to
this
look at it?
down the world. Yeah, down the road. I just don't want
think
to
I
talk
know what
about
it
it
is.
just yet. But I ordered this, and I thought it would spice up our sex life. So, no, these are discussion cards that come with this little collection here.
Nice.
And I figured every week we could talk about one of these cards. We could discuss it.
Are we all picking one, or are we just doing one?
No. I'll just do this one.
All right.
Okay. We'll do two. Okay. So the first one, and I'm glad you're here, Marlon. You can take a part of this. This is a dilemma.
It is.
This topic conversation is.
Oh, I thought you were talking about.
Which would you rather it be? That every fart sounds like a scream, or that every scream sounds like a fart?
What?
Is it who goes first here?
Well,
We're going clockwise.
That's my dilemma, or just like
which would you rather?
a scream sounds like a fart,
or a fart sounds like a scream?
I
Both pretty rad.
This is probably TMI, but I probably fart more than I scream. I don't. So that's got to play into the equation. So I guess I would rather have my screams sound like a fart because I'm really not doing a whole lot of screaming in my day-to-day life.
And
Final answer.
So, like if you go to an amusement park,
You're going with scream sounds like a fart.
your scream sounds like a fart.
Is that what you're going with, Marlon?
Yeah, I'm sticking with it. I'm still farting more than I'm screaming.
What if you become a screamo singer? Like as words come out, they just gradually turn into farts.
Couldn't get
That's
any
awesome.
worse.
Yeah. What's yours?
Dillinger with farts. Pantera.
Pantera with farts. Any of these new metal screamo
I'm
bands?
not gonna do it, man. Anyway, I think I love farts so much, the sounds that they make, that I'd rather it be like when someone's like scream farts, like so.
You'd rather
I'd rather go the same route as him, and like you said, or someone said something about the roller coaster. That'd be hilarious if you're in line to go to the roller coaster instead of you heard.
And if this extended past just myself, I couldn't imagine going into the restroom at Applebee's and just hearing screams. Could you imagine ponchos?
Yeah. Or going.
Or you're at a truck stop,
or you go to a charismatic church.
Oh yeah.
He's
You
just
hear
farting
from the back of the church. You just hear screaming. Or what if you go what if you stop at a roadside stop and you go in there to use the bathroom and the guy in the stall next to you just hear high pitched screams coming from the stall. I'm with you. I think I'd rather my screams sound like farts.
Yeah,
I don't
because
scream that much.
I guess whether it's a fart or a scream.
Also, how bad would that scare the shit out of you if you're going in to take a peaceful piss, and all of a sudden, bah! That would be jarring.
I like that one.
Yeah, that's a good
one.
question.
You keep that one?
The visuals on that one's really good.
Okay, this is another one.
Could we do both for a day?
And just see which one you like better?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. Can you imagine if you walked up on a couple fighting? Imagine when your parents fought right before they got divorced, and you're in your room, and you're like, guys, why can't we just stay together?
Good God, I have 2 cards I want to read.
All right, let's hear it.
All right.
Next one.
Next one is, out of all the historical figures, who had the meatiest genitals?
Meaty?
Meatiest. The biggest balls.
Oh, wasn't it
Ann Richards.
Ann Richards is your call?
Yeah, she was awesome. She had to have
big meaty balls.
Well, it didn't say. I mean, it could be.
Or labias.
Yeah.
Labia balls?
Is this figuratively or?
I think figuratively.
I
don't think there's a true answer.
No, I think
Milton
it's.
Berle, Tommy Lee.
Was he president or something?
I don't.
Or did he play drums for the Motley Crue?
I would go with supposedly everybody in the world is somehow related to Genghis Khan.
Yeah.
He had to have giant, meaty genitals, right? He had to
Yeah.
be hardcore with it.
Well, yeah. I mean, what do you think about Abraham Lincoln? I mean, he's a tall dude and stuff, right?
Chat room is agreeing. Genghis Khan.
That's why they called him Dingus Khan.
Or, yeah.
What about Hitler? His were small.
Teeny tiny.
He had problems.
Height issues and tiny ball issues.
Yeah, he had little baked beans.
Caesar.
Ah.
Julius Caesar. Had some big balls.
Yeah. What about Napoleon?
Little man syndrome. No, little balls, little man.
You think?
Yeah.
Huh.
What's his name? The prime minister during World War II.
Oh, Winston Churchill?
Big, meaty, giant balls.
I mean, so Eisenhower, right? Wasn't he the president then?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you got to have balls to decide you're going to.
What about Queen Elizabeth? You think she's got big
labia?
Labias?
Yeah, well, I don't think that she was.
What's her name? The sword fighter.
Well,
in
wait.
History, the female.
No.
I can't think of her name.
The religious one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joan of Arc.
Joan of Arc.
What about
big, sweaty, meaty
labias? Uhtred, son of Uhtred.
Yeah, that's not real.
What's the next guy?
He is too real. Uhtred's real.
Uhtred's real. All right, last one. Would you rather?
What did the chat room say on that one?
Genghis Khan.
That's it?
RoboTuner said that Hitler had one nut.
Did he really?
So
he had one bean?
Was it the left or the right?
So,
no.
Before
did
we get to the next
RoboTuner get
question,
down there and
my job, there's a new coffee shop going in. I don't know what they were thinking.
Please tell me it's called Flick the Bean.
It's called Human Bean. BEAN. I will take a picture of it tomorrow if I would drive by there.
I want to start a coffee shop called Flick the Bean.
It's close. Human Bean's close.
There's a coffee shop in Grapevine now called Redefine.
Redefine?
Like the band, spelled the same way?
Yeah.
All those sons of bitches. They're probably making money off of it. Last question. Would you rather be able to breathe or eat through your butthole?
Oh, man. Breathe or... Well, I mean, people kind of do that now when they do the suck-in farts and they blow farts, too. Like, you've been with that girl that can do the...
There's that Italian or Spanish film on Netflix where the girl has a butthole for a mouth. We talked about that on the
haven't
show.
drinking vodka.
I haven't found that on Netflix. I can't find it anywhere.
I haven't drinking vodka through my mouth in about 5 years.
So you just what do you call it?
Butt chug.
Yeah, butt chug it. What is it called?
No tampon?
No, butt chug. Okay. Like a beer bong.
Sheridan's big into that term. It's not butt chug. It's what is it, man? Is Brandon? Is Trash Pockets listening? He'll know.
Is Sheridan into a lot of butt things?
What?
That's what you just said.
No, she was into the term.
Oh,
like she was
butt
always
chugging.
talking about. It's
chugging.
not butt chugging. I thought there was a term for it.
I always call it butt chug.
I need some sleep. Maybe it is butt chugging.
All right.
That's why I was hoping the bars wouldn't open back up, because that's a hell of a way to order a drink.
Yeah.
I want to see if y'all agree with any of this.
Wait, we hadn't done this one.
What? Oh, you haven't answered it?
Yeah, I haven't answered it.
Man.
What was the question again?
Would you rather breathe or eat through your butthole?
It'd be pretty impressive if you could eat with your butthole. I think. Like if you could just take down a steak with your butt or a cheeseburger. You're just like, hey guys, watch this, man. And you just hover over a cheeseburger and these jaws come out.
So where does eating through your butthole start and randomly cramming food up your ass end?
Yeah, see, that's the thing. It says eat. So just cramming things in your ass is not the same. This is an art.
She eats through her butthole mouth on that movie.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. I've looked for it everywhere. I can't
I'm
find
going to tell you the
butthole
title
mouth.
of it.
I
watched half of it one night.
You see what I'm saying, though? It's not just shoving things in your butthole, because we've all done that.
Like you would just hover over a plate.
Yeah, you'd go to like Denny's and order
would-
a Grand
would-
Slam and
you would
slurp
savor
that shit.
Savor it.
Yeah, I mean your anus would
Actually, I think
like chew it up.
the it's
It
called
saves people from
skins.
choking.
It's
to
called
death.
skins. Skins. I think she has a butthole for a mouth, but I think when she's at the restaurant
on the show,
she's always ordering soup and stuff, and she slightly eases up and puts the bowl of soup at her butt, like that's where her mouth would be.
Dude, I think I know that chick.
And so she like drinks.
Is this
it.
real life or TV?
This isn't Netflix. It's from
Never-
Spain.
Never mind.
It's Skins. You need to watch it tonight. It's fucking amazing.
Not many people know this, but you have more taste buds in your mouth than in your colon.
That is true.
Yeah. I would imagine so.
You have got a lot of nerves around your butt.
But no taste buds.
You ever
But no taste
figged?
buds.
You know what figging is, right? The ginger, putting the ginger root in your cutting
no.
the sides of your. So earmuffs, 21 and under, I guess. Figging, you know, you cut the sides of a ginger root and you put it in the girl. Yep, and then it drips and down it gets on other parts of their place and it gets everything excited and it gets like when it gets on the man. And
Would you
and
douche
it's like,
after that?
Would I do what?
Would you douche after that? Would you advise douching after that?
I don't think
Bring
you
it back
have
the
to when
beginning
you
of the show.
fig. When you're
Okay.
figging,
Okay.
I don't think you have
Why
to
don't
douche.
they call it gingering?
I don't know.
I'm figging to end the show.
Me too. The show's gone nowhere. Started off
It's
in the
all over the
douche.
place.
All right, are we done with the cards or is there another one?
Yeah, no,
We're
we'll
doing-
save
is
the
it-
cards.
We're
we
savoring
got a
them?
bunch. No, we'll just do a couple here and there. That'd be fun times. That was a good test, right?
Happy fun time.
Yeah, do you have my card
It'd be nice if we had an intro.
getting hooked up?
It's working.
Okay, cool.
It's moving.
It's figging.
All right, so how many movies do you think you've watched more than 7 times?
A handful.
I had the Smokey and the Bandit box set. Oh shit! I still got your disc.
So yeah, I'd like to watch the first one. So would you say those for sure, right?
Without a doubt, Smokey and the Bandit 1 and 2. I've watched more than 7 times. Fast Times, Animal House,
Fast Times, Animal House,
Godfather, Godfather 2,
Ghostbusters, Dazed and Confused.
Dazed and Confused is number one.
Dazed
for
and
me, bro.
Confused.
Empire
Yeah.
Strikes Back.
Oh yeah, all the Star Wars except
to watch that every day.
the Disney ones. But all the old school, the first 3, I've watched those all more than 7 times.
E.T. Close Encounters
E.T.
of the Third Kind. I've watched that a million times.
Because they used to show it on ABC all the time.
I used to just watch it. And
Remember when
wish-
that
this
was a
when
thing
my
on
family
Sunday
wasn't
night?
good and I wish an
ABC
alien
would have
come get me.
movies. They would have a movie. What'd you say?
Just said a confession.
Repeat.
I said that's when I was young and my family wasn't doing good and I wish aliens would come and get me. And I'd run away to Devil's Tower in Montana or wherever it is, South Dakota.
But there's
North
some
Dakota.
movies that, even though you've seen a million times,
See, trying
it
to
comes
think of
on
one that's
channel
odd.
33, and you're like, "Fuck it."
Yeah.
What else do I got? better?
The Shining.
I've
That's a
seen.
fucking
I don't.
good one,
Yeah.
That was a good one.
I don't think I've seen it 7 times though.
Well, here's a list of what was put together. Of
My
what
crime flicks and comedy are gonna be or pretty like if I'm into a comedy or I'm into a crime flick, I've probably watched it more than 7 times.
I used to watch Forrest Gump every day at Best
Django's
Buy.
getting there.
You watch Django a lot?
Yeah, dude.
Never seen that.
Man,
My
it's
wife
good.
stayed up all night making these masks.
That scene is so funny.
It's so fucking funny.
It's like
It's written
yeah,
perfect.
and the whole first hour of that movie is awesome.
Then it gets hard to watch. It's
Then
like,
it gets hard to
'cause
watch.
it gets,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, when
you're like
they
sad,
meet
you're like,
when you meet the his girlfriend and stuff, then it all starts getting really crazy.
What about Basic Instinct?
I paused that 1,000 times. I don't think I finished the movie once.
I don't know how it ends.
Basic Instinct.
You
And
get
what was the
bored
body of
halfway through
evidence?
it. Every time I watch it, I get
We
bored.
talked about this the other day, didn't we? The tracking.
Yeah.
What tracking? That should be one of the questions. Is what tracking in your mom's VHS tapes after she had free cable got the most
Oh.
screwed up?
Mallrats.
Mallrats I've probably
I've
seen
se-
7
I've
times.
seen it.
Dogma, I've probably
yeah,
seen
I
close
don't know,
to 7.
I don't know if I saw Mallrats 7 times, but I seen Clerks.
Clerks
for
and-
sure.
I used
For
to
sure.
we used to play that every day at Best Buy after hours, but at Best Buy we had Aladdin and
Ugh.
Forrest Gump on loops.
Forrest Gump, I've seen more than 7 times.
So yeah, Forrest Gump. All right, so here's a
I've
list.
seen it more than 7 times today.
Forrest Gump?
Yeah.
That's impressive, man.
That is
I know,
amazing.
right? Yeah.
Do you get paid to do that?
No.
39 movies that people have watched more than 7 times because they're good. Number 1, Goodfellas.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a fucking good. One.
I've seen it more than that. I watched that last week.
Number 2, Step Brothers. I've probably seen that
I
twice.
don't know if I've seen
Yeah.
that 7 times.
The
That's
ma-
number
the-
2?
That's a fucking good one.
It is
It's
good,
good,
but I haven't seen it
watched
7
Yeah, I haven't
times.
seen it.
Yeah, I don't know that I'd seen it more than a couple. That's the Meatloaf one where he's like, "Mom."
No.
Yep.
Mom,
That's
the Meatloaf is
that's it.
Wedding Crashers.
Yeah.
I've probably seen
yeah,
that 7 times. I like that movie.
I love that fucking.
Waterboy, I've
That
seen
was
more than
great.
7 times.
I couldn't get over his voice in that
I
one. It made it
love
great.
Waterboy.
Shrek 2.
Unfortunately, I've seen all the Shreks probably over 7 times
Nah.
because of my kids.
Did you know that Shrek had the band the Buzzcocks in the?
I thought that was Hen and the
soundtrack?
Buzzcocks, and that singer
But
was.
they didn't list it in the credits.
Yeah. There's a bunch of bands that weren't
It was,
listed in
yeah,
the
it
credits.
was. I
Yeah.
remember,
They skipped
I
over. I
remember
want to know what the hell that
specific-
was about.
yeah, I
Well, they
remember-
paid Loser on the Forehead so much.
but you know, it's a kids movie. They're not going to say Buzzcocks.
True.
This is one we used to watch every
'Cause
day at
it's
Best Buy.
cock.
You can't throw that if there's no chickens
No.
around at all.
You can't.
That's
Hedwig and the Angry Inch. I've seen that one
Jurassic
50
Park.
times.
We used to watch that every day at work.
not my
first
jam,
one.
man. I cannot. I don't know what it is. I've never been able to get into Jurassic Park.
Here's
I've
another
probably
one.
seen one of them the whole way through.
Here's one where the tracking was wore out, but
Christmas Vacation.
I didn't have the tape of it because it came out on DVD, and I was way out of my parents' house when it came out. Titanic.
I don't think I've ever seen that one.
Paint me like one of your pretty ladies.
No.
Yeah, I don't think I've
Oh,
seen
Kate
that.
Winslet
man.
laying there?
Yeah, that I never paused it on that.
You
That's
didn't?
the boat movie.
Yeah, I think I was having sex at that point in my life.
Kate Winslet's hot.
She's hot.
Yeah.
But also, I didn't like that movie. I thought
Yeah,
it was
it's not that great.
yeah.
This one, yes, The Big Lebowski.
Oh,
Oh,
for
fuck.
sure,
7
dude.
times.
Oh, 7 times
if,
a week.
If you haven't seen that more than 7 times, I don't want to be your friend because you're.
Yeah, you can just get the fuck out of here.
Is it Tool? Tool tells me to go kill yourself. What is it? Oh,
If you haven't seen
see,
Tool,
go kill yourself.
The
It's one
Dark
of my
Knight.
greatest. Yeah, I've seen that one.
I haven't seen that one. That's a
Oh,
Batman.
I've seen that
right?
one.
That's
seven.
Batman.
I haven't seen that
That's the Christopher Nolan series. This is the one where
Yeah, all the Christian Bale
what's his name
ones
was
I've seen.
The Joker.
one.
Keith
I saw
Ledger.
the Joker. Yeah.
There's another Keith Ledger movie in there. Groundhog
Knight's
Day.
Tale.
Fuck yeah.
Knight's
Hello?
Tale's good.
I know.
The original
I
Star
know.
Wars. Now this one threw me for a loop. At 10,
Brokeback Mountain.
Revenge of the Sith, Episode 3.
No,
Revenge of the Sith. But there's
I don't
a
mind
bunch
it. It's
of
just
kids that love
that's
that
it.
movie.
Yeah. Well, there's a bunch
Younger
of adults that
generations.
like it too.
The Lion King.
Never seen it.
I don't know if I've seen 7 times. I've probably seen it once or twice.
This is where I might get in trouble. 10 Things I Hate About You.
Never seen it.
No.
I've,
don't-
probably
I've seen
that
it.
more than
That's
7
the one with
times.
Blink 182 played in it or something, or was it in
No.
the title song or something? Was that American Pie?
That was American Pie.
I've seen 10 Things I Hate About You.
It
Isn't
was
it?
Keith
It's a
Ledger.
Heath Ledger and
not Keith. Why does he keep saying Keith? Heath Ledger.
and what's her face?
Yeah. They go play paintball. They're in Seattle, and they play paintball at that park where
Yeah, I've seen
Soundgarden
that.
is.
I've not seen it.
By the
7 times.
Soundgarden. Shawshank Redemption? Yes.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah,
7 times.
probably 7.
Tombstone? Yes.
Man,
Not 7.
I'm,
I'll be your
this
Uncle Barry.
Tombstone movie, I barely remember it.
You know who's in that movie? Dana Delaney. She was hot,
Mhm.
young, before China Beach, or around China Beach time. The Princess Bride?
Yes, I've
Yes.
seen
Fuck
that
yeah.
one 7 times.
I've never seen it once.
I hope Up in Smoke's out here. If
Up in Smoke.
if Up in Smoke is not
Well,
on
that
that
depends
list,
if this is.
we need to just shut this
I-
shit
I don't
down
know if
right
it's
now because
If Up in
I don't
Smoke,
know.
I mean, if it was High Times,
Yeah.
you know,
no, I mean
would take-
the general public.
I bet the general
should-
public has not seen it 7 times, unless you're from California. I bet they've seen it 7 times.
fuck. Sometimes I think about
What is a
certain
vocal fry?
scenes within Up in
What is
Smoke, and I'll just
this?
hop on YouTube and I'll type in like who is this is. And I'll just watch a scene.
Just watch that scene.
Yeah.
Just for the fuck of it, because it's so fucking funny.
It is a great movie.
All right, we're halfway through. Good Will Hunting.
I've seen it, but not 7
Yeah,
times.
I don't
not
think I've seen it.
sometimes.
Too
What about-
Boston-y. Too Boston-y for me.
What about Good Will Hunting 2, open season?
The cartoon.
That was in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
I thought wasn't there a cartoon?
That was
like-
JFK.
The Lord of the Rings trilogy?
No,
I've seen the first one, Lord of the Rings. The first one probably more than 7 times. I was really into that.
The first one was
I-
cool.
I loved eating shrooms and smoking a bunch of weed and watching Lord of the Rings.
I couldn't handle that.
Oh, it was awesome.
I don't know what these are. Spirited Away and Howl's Moving Castle. They're animated.
Never heard of it.
I don't care. Twilight. No.
No,
Man, I don't know if I've seen. That's the vampire in the
Yeah.
werewolf movie.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've seen that.
Or your team Jacob or team Gyllenhaal.
I've seen
or
Buffy the
something.
Vampire Slayer, but I don't think I've seen.
Team Team Edward or Team Jacob. That's what it is. Mean Girls. Yes.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Lindsay Lohan.
I don't know.
At her hottest.
Yes.
I don't know if I've seen it 7 times, but
Probably
I
not
paused it
7
a lot.
times. Yeah, I paused it. Wait, you were married then?
What? So
Terminator 2 Judgment Day.
that's when you pause the most.
Yes.
Not 7.
Forrest Gump. Yes, we already
Not
did that.
Yeah.
Pride and Prejudice.
You haven't seen Forrest Gump 7 times? You don't think?
I sat on that bench.
I thought you just told us that you saw it 7 times today.
You did.
You didn't really watch it 7 times today?
No.
Pride and
Damn.
Prejudice.
I don't even know
What is
the
that?
fuck that is.
Didn't even care.
Is that like a Shakespeare bullshit?
Yeah. This one is
Some kind of literature shit.
This one is a definite 7 times. 'Cause
On
it-
Golden Blonde?
It took me 3 times. It took me 2
Is that
times
Bible stuff?
to understand what was going on. Then the 3rd time to look for all the hidden stuff. Fight Club.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you got to
I've
go
seen
back
that
and
well over
rewatch
7
that.
times.
You
Yeah.
can't watch that one once and then not go, oh shit.
That's one of the greatest scenes ever, too. The let go of the will.
Yeah.
That's an intense scene.
The other one, right there with it, I had to watch it twice because the first time I watched it, my brain
I
melted.
hope you don't say
Sixth
Inception.
Sense?
Interstellar.
I don't know
Yeah,
what the
I've
fuck
not.
that is.
Okay, I only watched that once because of what it did to my brain.
It hurt.
like, I can't
my-
do that.
I can't. What? They're
I've-
on.
I've never heard of that.
So
And you want to
Matthew McConaughey, they're going through the.
don't hit the peyote when you watch
Yeah.
that one.
You want to watch that clean because there's a lot
Maybe
of
drink some
space,
coffee.
time continuum. You know, when you're close, when your ship's circling close to a black hole,
It's very Tool.
it's like every hour you're on a planet.
And
7
then all of a
years
sudden you
passes,
flip,
and, you're
and then
like,
and then all of
"What?"
a sudden you flip your reality, or not your reality, your dimension, isn't it? You flip
Yeah.
the dimension, and
no,
all of
the
a sudden
black
you're,
hole sends you into another dimension.
yeah, another dimension, but in the same world, I think.
So
It
is
fucks
hands
Very
on,
str-
is-
Basically, you can space travel to
Yeah.
your back to your
Space,
where you're at.
and-
something
yeah.
like that.
sounds confusing.
It's
pretty confusing.
It's pretty confusing, but it's good. Coco,
I'm
I
sorry,
don't know what that
animated
is.
movie.
I've never seen that. Oh
Walt
no, yeah, I've
Disney
seen
movie.
that. I've seen it 7 times too.
Really?
Don't cry for me.
Argentina.
This one's
No,
a
it's not Don't
must,
Cry for Me.
and
It's-
we all
yeah,
had
it
to
is
have
Don't
seen
Cry for Me.
this
Something, I don't know.
as we were either drunk
can't remember.
or just screwed up on
Hands
a
on a hard body.
Midlife crisis.
late night Friday night or Saturday night at the Bel Air movie theater,
I'm married to Scarecrow.
the Rocky Horror Picture Show
Fuck yeah.
I've seen that 7
I've
times.
been there.
in the
like,
theaters.
yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen it on TV. I've only seen it in the theater.
I've seen it on TV.
It's no fun. No one's yelling at you or calling you a virgin or throwing shit at you. I got to go watch it in the theater. And always say you're a virgin so you can get there and have fun. Die Hard? Yes.
Yeah.
7
probably.
times.
The best Christmas
Mm.
movie.
I don't know if I've seen it 7 times.
The Wizard of Oz?
Yes,
Yeah,
well over
probably.
7. I had a huge crush on Dorothy that stayed with me till I was about 37. And then
Fifth
someone was
Element?
like, she's not, she doesn't look like that anymore. In fact, she's dead.
Where are we
She
going to
is
read
dead.
about you in the Star Telegram?
She is dead.
I hope not. Like for
Fifth Element?
necrogasm? Like
Did you
for
watch that?
digging up her corpse or something?
Yes.
Explain yourself.
I don't know. I'm tired.
I am too. What are we doing? Fifth Element? No, not 7 times.
Fifth Element.
I like
that was
it.
with Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And 12 Monkeys was with him too, right?
12
And Brad
Monkeys
Pitt.
made me crazy. Yeah.
Wasn't Brad Pitt in that too?
was perfect in that movie.
California is a good Brad Pitt movie.
What was the one where he had wasn't his real wife?
Put your titty up,
in
hey
real-
Dale.
Oh, that's so fucking good. I've seen that one several times.
California.
That's California.
Yeah. What was the one where
It's like Lucky Logger.
where Brad Pitt at the end somebody shipped him a box with his wife's head in it?
What's in the
Seven.
box?
That's a fucking good.
What's in the
Seven.
box?
I saw that
It's
in
a
the movie
very
theater.
dark movie. I did too.
That's the first time I've ever walked out of a movie theater where no one said a fucking word.
Same
when
with
it was over.
remember the
Like,
Hannibal
what the
one?
fuck?
Hannibal, the same thing.
Yeah.
Not
Where
it
they
was-
eat his brain.
Right.
at the end.
Everybody just kind of walked out.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Right.
Nobody said a word. Like,
What
okay.
did we just watch? 7 was hard.
And I was ripped. Ripped.
I
ripped.
nearly lost it.
At not 7, but at Hannibal. Like, you know how you get so stoned sometimes you just kind of stare at your body parts. You're just like,
No, officer,
Just-
I do not.
No. Okay.
you just kind of do that. That's how ripped I was, and I had to watch that with my what? What are they saying?
Just can't imagine doing that.
Oh, watching that movie?
Watching that movie.
I think it's scarred. I think I needed therapy.
Like 7, I nearly lost.
No, I didn't do it on 7. I did it
No,
on Hannibal.
no,
yeah.
but I was saying on 7, I was drunk as shit. We had snuck in a bunch of
Yeah,
bottles
that was
and
the
stuff.
thing back in the day.
Yeah.
Now you got COVID. You can't sneak
And
in
then
booze.
we're sitting in there just kind of, man. And then they do the scene with all the little pine tree air fresheners, and that guy sits up.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy fuck.
Or
oh
how
my
about-
God, this movie is now next level.
How about Hannibal when he throws him off that thing and he's hooked by his intestines?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, let's finish this list.
Great movies.
32, Hot Fuzz.
I've seen that a few times, not 7 though, and that's a
That's,
good flick.
That's a good
Hopefully
movie.
Scarface is on there.
It's got to be.
33, The Matrix.
Not 7.
I've not seen that one.
34.
You haven't seen it at all?
34, The Prince of Egypt.
Never
I'm
heard
sorry?
of it.
35, if you haven't seen
There's
this
a movie
7
called The
times-
Prince of Egypt.
Yeah, it's animated.
Man,
DreamWorks.
they went a little too heavy on these animated
Yeah.
movies.
But if you have a kid, you got to watch that bullshit over and over.
35 and 36, if you haven't seen these 7 times, you can get the fuck out. 35, Top Gun.
Yes, 7 times. And when are we gonna? No, are you serious, man?
Come on.
Playing.
One of the greatest
Playing
beach
with
volleyball
the
scenes
boys.
ever.
I've seen the Kenny Loggins video.
Dude,
for
when
it.
he fucking you haven't seen when
they're
he's
at the
when
bar?
Maverick's cruising on his fucking his
Motorcycle?
motorcycle. Wow!
I've
And an
got the-
F-14
He
takes
just
off
takes
and he
off
puts
and
his
he
hand
puts
in the air.
fist-
He's like,
fist bumps.
"Yeah."
Where he's talking about going and scoring
And
speed
what's
or
her name?
whatever.
Kelly McGillis. Dude, she was so hot then. Ooh.
Yeah, but
I
she
feel
had
like
a
I
bad
need
life
some
after Top Gun.
speed.
You've told me that I've got the need.
The
Need for speed.
speed.
You know, give him the bird.
Yeah, give him the word. Yes. Top Gun, yes.
Did you cry when Goose died?
Every time I watch it, because I'm a man.
And what the hell is going on with Top Gun 2? Electric
They
Boogaloo.
keep delaying it because they want people to see it in theaters.
What's the other one?
36, Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Oh,
Yeah, I've seen that 7.
Probably that one more.
Not
than
attentively,
Any other movie.
Well, RoboTuner, of course, Kelly McGillis looks like hell. She had a hell life. Wiki her. She's not had a good life.
Yeah, RoboTuner.
What do you? Is he just shitting on someone that's been downtrodden? Like,
Kelly McGillis,
come on, man.
she got raped after Top Gun, and it destroyed her life.
It's very insensitive, RoboTuner.
Why don't you get your own podcast and come in with that sexist shit?
You probably thought it was funny she got raped.
I bet you and your girlfriend laugh at all kinds of rape and cancer, asshole.
Shit.
It was good.
I
seeing
love you,
him the
RoboTuner.
other day.
All right. There's 3 left. 37. I've only watched this twice, I think. And 1.5 times. The Hateful Eight.
Yeah,
Good
that's
one.
too long to watch
It's
7
way
times.
Not
too
as good as
long.
Django either.
We saw that in the theater at Arlington when they did it on 35 millimeter, and it was good.
It's
but
not
that's
worth the
that's
wait.
A long.
Yeah, the
fucking
ending,
movie.
you're like, okay.
What about like Bram Stoker's Dracula?
That's pretty good. I haven't seen it 7 times, though. Was that on the
Probably
list?
about 5. No. 38. Conan the Barbarian.
No.
Yeah, probably.
I haven't seen it 7.
No, I've seen it like twice.
I paused it some, though.
I did pause it some.
Big
And
muscles.
39. The final one. which I think is
Godfather.
bullshit that this is the final one because there was no E.T., there's no Close Encounters, there's no Jaws,
Scarface.
no
Oh,
Scarface.
I've definitely seen Jaws. The
Did they
first
even
one
say
won seven.
Godfather?
No Godfathers.
Fuck that list.
Yeah, this list sucks,
no,
man.
Hey, you know what I've probably seen 7 times? Dances with Wolves. It's a fucking good movie. I'll stand up behind it. So, no Kevin Smith movies are on this list. None.
Is Dancing with Wolves? That's the one where Kevin Costner's dancing around a fire like a
Tontonka. Tontonka means
that movie
buffalo.
Blew, dude. I go to
39.
sleep to that.
39. Pulp Fiction.
Seen it more than 7.
Yeah, that's a good.
I've seen Pulp Fiction. I've seen Jackie Brown and Reservoir Dogs all over 7 times.
Yeah.
There was a time for a while where I couldn't watch
Once it
Reservoir
gets in the-
Dogs.
Kill Bill, then I start falling off a little bit.
I watched all the Kill Bills probably 5 or 6 times. I don't think we
Yeah,
did 7.
I've probably seen the first one, Volume 1.
I saw the first
maybe
one like
3
3 times in the theater.
Yeah, then I started falling off. I was like, lost interest.
No Empire. We put Star Wars
That's
up there.
stupid.
I understand, but Empire is the best.
Yeah,
one.
who made this list? Was this made it by freaking what?
know.
WFAA?
Probably.
Somebody.
Delkus make this?
stupid.
That's probably fucking Delkus's list, or probably Del Hansen put this together. Liz Richardson.
Yeah, Liz, you suck.
You do suck.
You probably have sex like a board.
Like a board.
Yeah,
Just lays there.
yeah, just one of those.
Because she gives you splinters.
You can nail her to other boards.
But it's not fun though. It's
'Cause
like,
she's
it's like,
flat.
how fun is nailing a board?
Yeah.
What?
You never want to slam a.
All right, Are we good with body shaming now?
You never
We
want
wanna do this now?
Slam a board through a sheet of sheetrock.
Powdery.
You never do.
No, you don't.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Not usually.
All right, let's finish this up with Formula One.
Okay, but do we have time?
Yeah, we got time. We're right here at the end.
All right. So
Season 3, you're almost done.
yes,
Best
I
season.
finally
yet.
saw, and I had heard, besides you talk about this episode, like I've heard rumors of war about this episode.
I've told people that it's the second to last episode. Episode 9. I've told people if you've never watched it, just go watch this one episode.
Yeah, okay, a couple of things on this. So if you're not watching, it's not for everyone. A lot of people watch it and say I just can't get into it, but a lot of people are heavily into it. I fall on the other side, and it's
That
so
you're not into it?
No, I'm totally into it.
Oh, okay.
And it's mainly it's good storylines, number one, but it's also the cinematography and the just the cameras and like this episode we're about to talk about, the nighttime sky and the way when they showed that big was it 797 or that big ass jet,
The Dreamliner
fly by
of Gulf Air.
the also the music, the way they build it up and the intensity, especially the start of the races,
And the
man.
fucking foreshadowing of all, they
Yeah.
interview all them leading up to the week, and they're all talking about how important this race is.
Yeah,
And then you get to Pierre Grosjean, his name.
is that the one?
Yeah.
So
He talking to him and how important this race is and how he's, there's only 2 more races and he needs to make sure he's set up for a team for next year and everything. And then they start the race.
yes,
And they do the slow motion on the lights.
well, they show it. Yeah, they do. You get pretty much every single
It's
angle.
such a build
So-
up.
And here's what happens. I mean, no spoiler alert. I'm not even going to give it on this because I'm going to tell people you got to watch this because it's a human story. It's like all of a
That
sudden this
one
one episode is probably the most I've ever been glued to a TV for about 7 minutes that I've ever been in my life. Like I couldn't even barely breathe. What happens is, so these cars go extremely fast. What they top out at like what 250 sometimes.
If they're available to race, they can do 250 miles.
And I think that this accident happened at what 160, 180.
Yeah.
So something happened. And it was at the beginning of the race too, wasn't it?
It's not even, they didn't even get through the first lap.
Yeah.
Right?
And shit's wild in Formula One at the first lap because everybody's jockeying for position.
Because that's the only time you're all grouped up and where you
Right.
can actually really try to. If you've got a good car with a good engine, that's the only time you can really get points. Because up in front of people because I say that as we just watched the first race of the season and it was fucking all over the place. But usually once the race gets going and the leaders get out there, they're untouchable. You're not going to get them. You're not going to be able to reach them.
Unless strategy and pits
which is
and all
what
that,
happened
right?
On the race on Sunday.
Which the race that it happened was intense too for that guy. That
it's the same track.
So
Bahrain.
Basically, to set the scene, so this guy's fighting to stay on a race team. So it's real intense for him already. He's a really cool guy. Like he's laid back, cool. Like all these drivers are like ice cold. Like they're. I don't see how they do it.
It's like Jeremy told us. He's like their path in life was either I can be a Formula One racer
or a fighter jet, or a jet fighter,
a serial killer,
or a jet fighter pilot. I think because there's some of that in it too.
What he said because it made me laugh.
So there's some kind of scrum, and you don't really see what happens, but you don't have to. You see this car all of a sudden dart towards the wall, and
I don't think he hit anybody. I think he broke
something happened,
strut,
and it cocked.
The car broke,
and
it shot it off the track at 165, 70 miles an hour.
Blew through a steel barrier, blew through it,
steel wall,
chopped the car in half, and burst into flames.
Now, these cars are designed to not burst to flames. And so, everybody's like, if you see flames when a car
very
wrecks,
bad.
That's not good. Something fatally went wrong.
So this car smashes into everybody, the drivers are like, oh, no. Who was it? Everybody's trying to get information on the radios. They're like, what's going on? Who was it? It's really bad. All of them are freaking out. You can hear the adrenaline in their voice. You can just hear them getting their I get goosebumps telling the story. So they're all freaking out. The teams, the pits, everybody is freaking out. The stadium goes complete, I guess there wasn't anyone there, which that would have been even more intense if there would have been a bunch of people there. But the whole place is completely quiet because they're like, what the hell? There's no way this guy survived this. And mind you, there's still flames just bellowing out of this crash. So the emergency crews come hauling ass out. They start doing what they can, but they almost have that look on their faces like this is hopeless. We're just going to do this.
They really don't know what to do because all they have is little fire extinguishers.
And so they're just spraying this huge ass blazing hot fire with this carnage, and the other half of the car is 25 yards back.
Yeah,
it's still on fire. But this goes on for 2 minutes?
They say it was almost 3 minutes. It's like they say the exact time. It's something 2:40 something.
Oh,
that they just see fires. They don't know.
Yeah.
If he's alive or what. Then all of a sudden.
Then all of a sudden, so they start. They're still trying to put it out, and all at the bottom, it's like where the embers in your fire at a campfire would be. All of a sudden, you see this arm moving, and you're like, "What the hell?" And wasn't his wife there too? She saw it live too, didn't she?
Yeah, I think they're all there.
So you see this arm move, and then all of a sudden you see this guy trying to push himself out, and then this fucker walks out, and they get him down. He's burnt, his hands burned and stuff. He's limping because I think he broke his leg and stuff. So they get him loaded up and everything, and they try to bring a cart to him to wheel him over to the ambulance. Well, he's like, no, I want everybody to know that I'm okay, because he had the mindset of I need to let my family know that I'm good. So he walks over to the ambulance, and they load him up and take him to the hospital, and he lives in a bawling flame for 3 minutes. They show the charred remains of his little cockpit, because these cars are meant to just basically protect this one part, and it's like an airplane, right? Not the fuselage, but cockpit.
Yeah, it's a little cockpit.
Is this it?
Yeah.
So
this will show you him.
Okay, so that's intense as all get out watching this happen and this play out, because everybody's starting to realize that this guy's dead, and then all of a sudden they see him hop out of this thing, right? So the episode finishes, they stop the race. See that ball of flame?
Man, one time I hit the wall where the
Doing
tires
that?
are at Rockwood.
Look at that, man.
At the go-kart track?
Yeah.
So it burns
Did
that
you burst
intense.
into flames?
It
No.
burns that intense
No, I
for 3 minutes,
Yeah, it's just burning off
like that.
race fuel.
So they show all the racers. The racers are choked up. The whole thing stops down. Then they finish the race, right? So the episode kind of moves on. But then they freaking interview that guy later on in the episode. They're like, okay, when he comes back to the next day, he shows up the next day, or was it the next day or the next? It was.
Yeah,
It was
okay,
that
so
night.
the way the series ended was the last two races were in
You're right.
rain. So they just sat there for 2 weeks. And so he goes to the hospital, basically just has
Burns
on his arms.
Yeah, and a hurt leg.
And a hurt leg, and then he shows up back to the track the next day and is like,
And
hey guys, with his wrapped arms up and everything.
Yeah, and they interview him. Oh my gosh. His description of what happened is one of the most intense and scary things I have ever heard in my life. Like he says, he starts talking about how he comes to, like we talked about the other day, because you kind of went into this a couple of weeks ago. He goes into this, he kind of blacks out and stuff. He's figuring out everything after the crash. He's trying to figure things out. He can't get up because he thinks he's upside down.
There's something on top of
him. He doesn't know what's going on, and he forgets that it was a nighttime race and stuff. He thinks that the flames and stuff are the sun. So he's like, what the heck? He goes, wait. And then he starts coming to, realizing that this was a nighttime race. And then he's like, oh, shit, this thing's on fire. And so then he starts to struggle. He tries to get out, and his arms caught or his legs caught. He's stuck. He finally starts managing to get unwedged. Then he can't move he can't get out. He can't get his leg out. So he says he gets the feeling of, okay, this is it. Like, I wonder if this is going to be painful because I'm going to die. Like he says, he goes into detail about how he just accepts that he's going to die right there. And so he starts kind of trailing off into these questions and what's this going to be like and all this. And then I guess while he's doing that or something, he gets his leg loose and comes out. And
he says he's just like, then something just struck him. He's like,
oh, I can't let my kids see this.
Yeah, he goes, I can't let my kids see this. Not today.
Not
and
like this.
Just, bam. He just
gets
puts
loose.
his arms on the edge of the cockpit. That's how they got burnt through his gloves. And he climbs out and he just busts through.
And you gotta
and like
the music of this episode,
dude, fucking
he's like
incredible,
like this dramatic, like and you see the struggle of him trying to get out and everything, and you're like, oh my gosh.
And he gets out and he's pretty much walks away fine. One of the firefighters runs in there and grabs him, helps.
Yeah, they kind of pull him
once
down.
They see him, and he walks off to the vehicle. And
can you get to that point real quick and show him? It's amazing. And when you see it, I'm not a religious person, but when you see this, you watch the whole episode and you go through that whole thing and you think that dude was there for 3 minutes. You're like, there's some of the racers and stuff that they're like, that was a straight miracle. That was like the engineers and everything are like, that is impossible. When you see those flames like that is impossible. There's no way a human should survive that. Yeah, watch this, man.
And he's okay.
Yeah.
Except for the burns. He can't race. And he obviously says, screw it. I'm retiring now after this because
it's an amazing episode of a TV show. I've never seen anything like it.
I never have either. And I watched this live. When this happened, I was watching it live.
I remember everybody talking about it.
I came home.
I saw it on the Twitter.
I came home from either Mass or Lola's or something. It was late at night, and that's when the race was happening. And I was like, man,
That's such a cool looking track, too.
I want to check this out. And then I remember seeing what had happened. First lap, you're 3 turns in, and it was just like, oh, fuck. Holy crap. And then they red flagged the track. Everybody had to come in. They had to clean everything up. And everybody was in for a while, and then they redid the track. Man, it's
intense.
It's the most, like, this is reality. This is, I mean, it's a reality TV show following a sport, but that is the most insane thing I've ever
But-
seen in a reality style TV documentary show.
And also, like I said, a lot of the engineers and stuff and everybody involved in Formula, the smart guys, were like, no, that's a miracle. That's a complete miracle that happened. Like these straight up German nihilist people are like, that is from God. There's no way.
A lot of people thought he was split in half. The way the cockpit split in half and the way the car split in half,
You
they
can't
were
say
like,
cockpit.
he's split in half.
Yeah, it was pretty intense. So they got this one guy that they interview a lot in Formula One, and he's just basically a journalist. He's like one of the lead journalists that's on the beat. I don't know what publication. Maybe it's just he works for Formula One.
No, he's the head journalist. He's the
And
head writer for.
Dude,
all
he starts
Formula
crying. Like a lot of people, while they're talking about the whole damn thing, just start crying because they're like, "Dude, this is the most amazing thing I've ever seen." And it's like,
They also interview his wife. They brought
oh,
her
that was
in.
crazy too.
Like they're sitting there interviewing him, and then they bring her over and start interviewing her too, and what she was thought, and she's just like talking about how crazy it is and how she felt at the time. And I was like, well, that's
Yeah, she said
really
like
weird
at 2 minutes,
bringing
she's
her
like,
in.
I'm starting to realize that he's gone forever.
Yeah, and then he pops up.
Yeah,
He's like, I'm out of here. But he does say some. He handles it well.
I don't see. Yeah, he does.
And that's the thing.
It's
is, like,
amazing
that's
how he
where-
handles it.
How cold-blooded or ice cold their blood is. Like they're just.
It makes you
They're
question.
machines. But he's like he makes a joke in there like they're gonna graft skin off his butt
And I'm gonna shake my ass.
and put it on his
So when you
hands and
shake my
stuff.
hand.
So when you shake my hand, you're gonna be shaking my ass.
The guy that was canning him too. The guy that was shit canning him, kicking him off the team. So also the way he handled the situation though, it made me think, would I have survived that? If I did the same thing, would I have gone through the same shit he did? Am I strong enough mentally and spiritually and physically to get through something like that and just have the will to, whoa, I'm not accepting this shit. I'm done with this. I'm going to get out of this.
When they're interviewing him,
I'm like, I'd die.
He talks about the physics of it. He goes, I hit the wall at 160 miles an hour.
Which was how many G's?
It was 60 G's. His body weight
7 tons or 6
53
tons?
I thought he said 53 tons or
I
something
think it was
like
6 or 7.
that. That's what his body weight went to.
Which is, how many pounds is that? A ton is what?
2,000 pounds. His body went to
Yeah, his body
14,
went through that.
Let's say it's just 7 tons. 14,000 pounds.
So basically his body
being
went like
slammed around.
this.
Yeah.
Like smashed like this and then
And those-
unsmashed.
Like, I don't understand how he's not liquid. Like, I don't understand.
Has to do with
how
it
he's-
has to do with the way those guys are conditioned, I think.
Well, and
There's no way a fat fuck like me could get in there
they're
and have
strapped.
that happen.
You see how much work
Oh,
goes
yeah.
into them getting in there and everything they have around their neck, their body, the straps. That's
He was
another
probably
thing.
wearing a helmet too.
He was.
He was wearing a helmet. And that
That is
helmet
a-
was charred.
Yeah.
Like the helmet was like all like gnarly looking, looked like what is it? Darth Vader, the last Jedi, or return, or the last one.
I want to ride in one.
It would be cool. Remember, for a while they were taking you could ride double in not the Formula One, but the
Indy.
yeah, the Indy cars.
You know who was driving, don't you?
Yeah, Mario Andretti.
I spent all afternoon out at the track one day, and while we were waiting for the track to dry. It was one of those very humid, fucking hot days where it would rain, get sunny, rain, get sunny, rain.
Yeah,
So every time they would go around drying the track, we'd get all excited.
and then it'd rain again.
Then it'd rain again. But it is when they were doing Indy out there at night, and I stood at the number 1 spot all day, waiting for them to get this race going so we could get all the shots we needed. Right beside Mario Andretti, talking shit about Texas.
Yeah,
He
I
was not a fan of being here
Yeah.
or being a part of that. I was like, I just kept ribbing. I was like, hey, give me a ride, man. Let's just go around the track.
yeah.
I can't fucking do that.
I worked at the radio station back then, and they I got to go around on the not the official pace car, but one of the pace cars. That was so cool.
An
And that's the whole thing I was
unofficial
thinking
pace
too. I
car?
was like, I want to drive. I want to freaking be on one of these race cars. That'd be
So-
the coolest job in the world.
I was supposed to do it out there, but I did drive the track. When I first started with, what do we call my place? A1?
18.
A team.
Yeah, you're A team. I'm F team.
When I first started with A team, it's right when we were putting everything in out at the track. So a lot of my training was out at the track.
So you already got to fuck around out there all the time.
I get to drive a an A team splicing truck on the track.
Yeah.
Going around one of those banks in a big splicing truck.
Yeah, when I was working out there at that marketing company, I was always jealous of those people that were just working down there and just hauling ass. You'd see these like Chevy trucks just.
We'd always go out there and sit when they had manufacturer days. So like Mercedes would come out there and rent the track.
Yeah.
And then all the people that had bought Mercedes or were big customers or the local dealership stuff, they'd all bring their people out there to race their big cars. Same thing with Ferrari and Land Rover would do it. BMW would do it. But we'd always go out there and sit. And I was just like, you sons of bitches.
I tell you what, one thing about this season though is there's still just one king of the castle still.
Oh, yeah.
That dude.
So did you watch the race on Sunday, the first race?
Mm-mm.
So it's a Bahrain.
Tried to sleep, which I got to do.
I woke up at 10 a.m. and watched it. It was in Bahrain. The race was pretty fucking fantastic because it was all over the place. There were changes all over the place through the whole thing.
Hamilton won.
And Hamilton won.
Yeah. I saw the results.
Yeah. Hamilton won. But it was a good race all the way through. Lots of wrecks. Schumacher.
Always makes it good.
Michael Schumacher's son.
Ton of wrecks.
Whatever his son name, he's the future of Formula One and blah, 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 because his dad's such a badass. Yeah, he didn't even make it one lap. I think the fourth or fifth turn, car gone.
Those are
just
expensive
trashed it.
as fuck, too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's like a jet.
Yep.
Man. Well, that's all I got, guys. I got to get
That's all I
going.
got.
It's good to have you, Marlon.
Well, I'm glad you sat in the whole time. You could have left at any time now that you got your thumb drive.
Now you tell me.
You could have. Still waiting for Matt.
You can come anytime.
Transfer.
Come over anytime, man. We love having you over, and we look forward to seeing the methinks from Las Cruces, New Mexico.
Always have a good time over here.
I heard there's a big war with your management and label. There's all sorts of issues going down. There's drama.
Yeah.
I was reading about it on Consequence of Sound.
Apparently, they're giving too much attention to this new project coming out of North Richland Hills.
Well, Idiot Casino is not happy about us putting out a record on another label.
Well, that's business, man.
You got to do what's right for you. You got to do what's right for the band.
I spoke with Jack Bensonhurst on the phone.
Does he still hate me?
Yes.
Okay.
What about me?
But within the course
He's
of
cool with me,
5
right?
minutes, he said he was going to kick my ass and sue me.
When he had a spectacle show? The one we played with y'all?
Probably.
At Tin Panther?
Yeah, I think he was, yeah.
I tried to get him to sign us. He said no. He said we were too violent.
A little bit, but in a good way.
He wouldn't be able to control us like he can control y'all.
Yeah.
Well, it happens. It's been fun.
It's been fun, yeah. I wish we did shows like this all the time.
Just chill.
We do shows like this all the time.
We do
every Tuesday.
Yeah,
every Tuesday.
We stream it live.
I may not be here next week though.
Okay, good. I can take a nap.
I may die this weekend.
That would be bad.
I don't know. Anytime there's a lake and water involved, you never know what could happen.
You don't.
You don't.
I've seen Jaws. I know what can happen.
I've seen Piranha. I know what can happen.
I saw that one too.
I know there's a Loch Ness monster.
That was the one where the fish, they eat people.
They got little teeth. Yeah.
I saw that.
Teethies.
Yeah.
They ate a bunch of porn stars, right?
That's got to be as bad as getting a zipper your foreskin.
I've seen that 7 times and paused it probably 47,000 times.
The new one?
Yeah, when the two girls are swimming together.
And then,
underneath.
yeah, the bones. Isn't it just floating bones after a certain point?
They're all having some weird
They're still swimming.
Lesbianic swimming thing, and then all of a sudden...
Their skeletal remains are still swimming around having lesbian love.
Yeah, it was very weird. Like, whoever wrote that was hard up.
Yeah.
Literally. All right. Well, it's been fun. I guess let's get out of here. Good night.
Bye. Don't scream at me.
Yeah, was that your scream? Stop screaming at me.
God, I'm gonna think about that all the time now.
Bye, stream, bye. Bye, stream, bye. That would be funny. Oh, shit.